Momoz, before you show your face, I like what look at the way she's showing off. Look at the way she's showing off. Guys, can you even look at that branding? Welcome, Momoz. Nice to see you. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Goga.
The queen has taken her throne. You looking nice. Hey,
The
you
king
looking
and
nice.
the queen on the same set. This is impossible.
This is a lot of like royalty in one live stream, you know. It's
Kabisa,
amazing.
kabisa. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday service. Today I am your preacher.
You are the preacher
You are
slash
not
the
ready. You are not. If you are ready, tell yourself I'm ready. You people are not ready.
And Momo, you and I normally share our favorite color is purple. So I want them to like welcome you by dropping like purple hearts on the chat. Just guys, please drop for us some purple hearts on the chat. You can see that the queen is looking nice, demure, amazing, hot, glowing. I don't know, all those adjectives that you can use to describe her. Today is a very special Sunday service because today you're just not having royalty on the channel, but it's also going to be a conversation that is going to like provoke you to do something. Today we are speaking with a woman who is the very definition of a modern powerhouse. She's a senior advocate of the High Court of Kenya, CEO multiple times over, a creator of the world's only canvas, color, and cocktail experience. And at the core of it all, she's a devoted wife and mother. Her name is Maureen Alinaitwe, but many of you know her as the force behind Momoz, the queen of vibes. So here we are today, here to talk about what truly it takes to juggle so many crowns. And you'll notice that she's wearing a very beautiful crown on her head. She's going to talk to us about that. Momoz does not just wear one crown. She masterfully juggles several crowns. She's a dynamic force of nature, a multifaceted business mogul who has sculpted a life of immense achievement, passion, and vibrant energy. Can someone type energy on the chat? Because this woman has energy. She has energy for days. By day, as I said, she's a formidable lawyer. In Kenya, you can't say lawyer, you have to say advocate of the High Court of Kenya, with over a decade of experience. And she's also a senior partner at her own law firm. Okay? But her professional prowess extends far beyond the courtroom. She's the visionary CEO of Momoz Salon and Spa and the driving force behind Counting Adventures Kenya, proving her entrepreneurial spirit is as diverse as it is successful. Yet, her most unique creation is the canvas, color, and cocktail experience that had its first event last month. A one-of-a-kind venture she founded and curates it as its curator-in-chief. Hello? Does that sound familiar? The only such experience in the old world. At the heart of it all, Momoz anchors herself as a dedicated full-time wife and mother, proving that the titles of homemaker and empire builder are not mutually exclusive. Her journey is a testament to relentless hustle. Before her current ventures, she was a serial entrepreneur, funding major assets like land through selling honey and successfully running businesses in poultry farming, a baby shop, a barber shop, and massage therapy. When she's not arguing cases or doing conveyancing, as the lawyers will understand, leading boardrooms or building brands. Queen Momoz is the curator-in-chief of the Momoz Queen of Vibes. That is her YouTube channel that I just shared with you. An avid golfer. Hello, those of you know about golf. Hey, today you have a fellow enthusiast, and also a fitness enthusiast, and a self-claimed lover of a good party after party, party after party. She's the very definition of a modern powerhouse, a woman who has built her throne across multiple domains and does it all with impeccable style, unwavering drive, and a signature dose of fun. So without further ado, please join me for an unforgettable conversation, and please type some nice purple hearts there on the chat to welcome the queen of vibes herself, Momoz. Momoz, I know I may not have done it justice, but welcome, and please introduce yourself to the community in the best way you know how. But I tried.
Thank you so much, Goga. Actually, when I saw that, before I even introduced myself, when I saw that write up. Yeah. I even had to read it to my husband. Then I told him, yes, I read it to him one by one. I'm like, hey. Then I'm like, the day that I get out of this world, call Goga to write my. If Goga is still here, call him. He will write something good for all you guys.
I had to be good. So you gave me. You are so meticulous in your planning. When you gave
Yes.
me the talking points, because guys, let me tell you about her before she starts. She sent me like talking points, areas where we can have a conversation around and things like that. So it was very easy to curate a biography around the things you had already mentioned. So it was so easy because then I was like, these are the facets she wants to discuss. So we had to now make sure we curate a biography around those facets. And I'm glad that it's something that made you happy and smile.
I was really happy, and then I got pressure at the same time. Anyway, here I am. You've already been told I'm the queen of vibes, Momoz, but my birth name is Maureen Alinaitwe. I am a Ugandan by birth, yeah, but a Kenyan by choice.
Ooh, okay.
I was born in a place called Fort Portal. It's the cleanest town in the whole of Uganda for many years.
Wow.
I was born in a family of 4, and I am the firstborn.
You're the firstborn?
Yes. Yes. And
okay.
So, no wonder I do all these things I do, because I am the flag bearer of that empire. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was the only girl in the house for 22 years.
Wow.
Until I was blessed with a little sister who is now about 13 years. So you can guess my age already. I just told you guys. So I am 35, proudly 35. And I am a mother of 3 beautiful children. They are all Kenyans. I am the only foreigner in my family. I always tell them they can all go to South Africa and leave me here, because I still need a visa to go to South Africa, and they don't. And yet I love Amapiano than all of them. So I don't know why the world has to be so unfair.
I love how you said it like you're the only foreigner in your family. The rest
are. So anyway, by day, let me not say by day, because you may think I do other things by night.
I was about to ask, what do you do by night?
Yes, So yeah. I went to school at a very young age, and I became a lawyer. Yeah. I became a lawyer at the age of 22.
Wow.
And I'd always wanted to be a lawyer. I was sure I wanted to be a lawyer at the age of 5. So no matter what the world brought around trying to change, during the times we went to school, they used to say, oh, there's no much business in arts and everybody should be a doctor or an engineer or whatever. So everybody threw that at me, and I was like, I want to be a lawyer. I don't care what you people say. Nice. All right? And guess what inspired me to be a lawyer? I used to live in a rich neighborhood that had this specific house that looked richer than all the other houses. Why? Because its lawn was always green and it had a gate. All of us didn't have a gate. So I asked my caregiver at the time, who is the owner of this house? And everybody didn't know his name. They just knew he was a magistrate. So I was like, do you go to school to be a magistrate? Then they're like, yes, you go to be to school to be a magistrate. They even didn't know what it takes to be a magistrate then. So I asked around, and then I was told, yeah, you have to be a lawyer to be a magistrate. And I'm like, I have to be a lawyer when I grow up, because I wanted my lawn to be green, and I wanted my house to have a gate, So from the age of 5, I just wanted to be a lawyer. I didn't care what everybody said, and I didn't know what it takes to be a lawyer. All right.
So you just wanted your green lawn.
Yeah, I went through school, And then when we in Uganda, we have ordinary level where you go through up to senior. They call it senior 4, and then you go to the advanced level where you go to senior 6. So at senior 4, you sit an exam. That exam, well, I was a good student of mathematics and all the sciences, apart from chemistry. Like, that's something I could not hack. Chemistry, I was like, no, but I was forced to do it because everybody thought I needed to be an engineer or something.
Yeah.
But shock, I didn't pass the mathematics well, and I failed the chemistry completely. You know, people don't say those things, but I'll tell you, I failed it completely because I didn't like it. So never force your child to do what they don't like because you think they'll be, what you want them to be. So that forced me. In fact, I was so depressed in the time, but I thank goodness for my father. He's now late. He believed in me so much. So I remember him sitting me down and telling me, you have not failed. Everybody else might think that you have failed, but I know you've always wanted to be a lawyer. So I'm going to get you the best school that will help you and enable you to be a lawyer. So I went for the ordinary level. Imagine a good student of math going to read history. Up to date, I am a lawyer who hates reading because I don't like reading the past. I believe in the future. Yeah, I know. The past informs many people, but for me, I'm like, I was not there. They could even be lying to me. So so I went to do history. It involves a lot of reading and a lot of cram work in that system because I had to remember things like the French Revolution, and I keep wondering who was supposed to help me up to date, Then I did economics, which I am using at least. Then I did divinity because it involved reading the Bible. I did not even know what it was related to with the law. And then finally, I did entrepreneurship. That, like, you had to do a combination of subjects. So my last, it was like a slash, like something to add. I did entrepreneurship. That is why I think I am a very good entrepreneur. So I passed my exams at A level and I went to law school. It was a private law school, very expensive at the time, but my father believed in me. Like he knew. And my mother was always supporting me, like, yes, you can do it. So I did my 4 years in law school. And then in Uganda, we have a monster. We have a monster called the law. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but I'll remember because they couldn't handle me, my vibes. They call it the Law Development Center. It's a place you go to after university so that you can become an advocate. That's why Goga was telling you people that you need to address me as an advocate, not as a lawyer, because anybody can be a lawyer, but nobody is an advocate. So we went to this Law Development Center, and they said, in my mind, they think I was not smart enough for their economy, but I think they were afraid of what I could cause in the economy. So they decided I cannot get into the school. Why? I don't know, because I'm this smart. My father, still believing in me, asked me a question. Have you heard of the Kenya School of Law? I was like, yeah, Dad, I've heard of it, but it's too expensive. He asked me one question, and this changed my life.
Yeah.
He asked me, who told you I cannot afford it?
Eish. Okay.
That is the question he asked me. Who told you I cannot afford it? The next day, I did my application and I was allowed into the Kenya School of Law. And guess what? Goga, Kenya School of Law is not a walk in the park.
No.
Yeah? Everybody comes there, and let me tell you guys, when I didn't land in Kenya, I came by bus. My father didn't know where Kenya was. My mother didn't know where Kenya was. But my father, in 2013, gave me 6 million shillings. Uganda shillings.
Say that a bit.
Uganda shillings.
I had to clarify because 6 million shillings.
I know, right? 6 million Uganda shillings, which then was equivalent to 200,000 Kenya shillings.
Still a
Then
lot.
it was a lot. He gave me that money in cash.
You are rich. 6 million Ugandan shillings.
Yes, in cash.
And you took the bus.
And he told me, this is your future.
Wow.
Go to Kenya and do as you want. It had my school fees, the Kenya School of Law fees, yeah, and my pocket money. I boarded a bus called Modern Coast at the time in the nights. I remember my friend Sunshine, Retro, Sunshine. She was part of this whole journey. So I boarded the bus and I came to Kenya. I was in Nairobi, River Road, 6 a.m. in the morning with my one suitcase from Uganda. But I had an aunt in Nairobi. So she sent a taxi, picked me up, went to her house. And then guess what, Gogam? That is why I love my father to date. Because guess where he chose for me to live in Kenya? Karen.
Karen, where the 1% live.
Yes. So I came to Kenya and I was going to school in Karen and living in Karen. Most of my mates were living in places like Rongai and what. I lived next to the Kenya School of Law. We shared with the Kenya School of Law. And my father paid for it. So it changed my perspective towards my life completely because I was living among the 1%.
Yeah.
I could see horses going on the road in the mornings. I would see Range Rovers. I would see all these amazing things, 5-acre lands, big houses. And then I remember telling myself, I will never be broke in my life.
Guys, I will never be broke in my life.
Wait,
like you just said it. Like you just said, you're like, no, I cannot.
No, this is a mindset I had cultivated over time. But Karen was a confirmation that there is no use in being broke.
You just made somebody on the chat scream, "Amen!" Simone there is like, Simone is almost jumping wherever she is. It's like, say it louder. I shall never be broke. Oh my goodness!
Never.
Wow.
So I lived in Karen and I did my Kenya School of Law, and guess what? Goga, out of the 1,200 students, I was among the only 100 students that passed the first time.
People, I've worked in the justice sector. These tests are normally difficult. I do have colleagues who have repeated them several times because it's almost like never a guarantee for you to pass the law school for the first time. It's like you have to repeat a unit.
In fact, when I landed in Kenya, my relatives who were here, I had one I was going to the same school with, Semia, and they told me, oh, you cannot pass the first time. I told them, watch me. But I must say, it's my guts because I am not those people who used to read. No, I cannot say I was a serious student. No, in fact, I'm not going to say that you go and be bad people. The Kenyan School of Law dress code was changed because of me, because I used to wear very, very short things. Because of me, they introduced a dress code in the school. Not only me, but and other people. So I cannot say I was a serious student. No, I wasn't a really serious student, but I was smart. Serious doesn't make you smart. Yeah. So as a very, I was just, or I can never say it was luck. No, it was not luck. I was determined because I told myself there is no way 6 million Uganda shillings. And I started calling my father that I have failed.
No.
It's a joke. In fact, I was in Kenya for a full year. When they have the breaks and people are going home, I did not go home for a full year until I finished my exams.
Wow.
So my business mind did not start in Kenya. I remember my very first business that I ever did, I was 13 years old in high school. You know, I was in a girls only school, and we had an opposite boys school where people used to write letters. Then
Uh-huh.
there were no phones. We used to write letters. Okay, I used not to write because my handwriting was the worst. So I'm sure that boy would not have understood anything I was saying.
Whoever that boy is, I hope you are
I
listening.
could not even get one because how? He could not read my handwriting. Even up to now, I think I was just preparing to be a lawyer. You know how they say lawyers write badly? You can hardly understand what they have written. So I was practicing already. Okay? So
Ah,
since I identified that I cannot write nicely, I decided to write to sell the writing pads so that other people can write. Those that can write and have nice words. I was
ah.
never. I
You
should
decided to
say.
be the you decided to be the supplier
I decided to be the supplier because I cannot manage. I can't manage. So I told myself, better to be the supplier.
because there
So
is
I
demand.
Yes, there's demand. So I used to buy, like when I was given pocket money by my mother and my dad, I used to pass by a bookshop and buy a few of them, and then I would sell them one by one. And somehow I made money. Okay, of course I can't account for it, but somehow it used to, like, today you are broke, and then tomorrow somebody needs to write to their boyfriend, they come, they buy, and then you have money to eat, at break time at the canteen. So that's how I started. That was my very first business, guys. I was 13 years old. Okay. I
Wow.
did that for some time. I really did it for some time until I left. No, I think I abandoned it finally.
I like what the people on the chat are on the floor, like, and then Misha says she saw a gap in the market, and she said she was not going to be the gap; she was going to be the one to fill the gap.
You know?
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Okay, carry
Yes.
on.
Yeah. So when I went to my high school, to the high school now, I am very talented with my hands. Yeah. And my mother used to do crochet. Everybody, it has become a vibe these days. People actually just meet, sip, and crochet.
Yes, the knitting and
So
stuff, right?
yeah, the crochet. Oh, sorry, I'm
Yeah,
saying it wrongly. It's the crochet. So they meet and crochet. So I started crocheting. It was Uganda is cold. So I started crocheting things for people to wear in the heat, in the cold weather, so that they can feel a little warm on the head.
yeah,
And I started making a very unique design. Like, it was fluffy. A normal crochet is just, you just do it. But now there's a way I would pull out like one of the strings, and it would look so beautiful on the head. I wish I had known. I would have made one so that I can show you guys. I still remember how to do it. So I started doing the crochet there. I made a little bit of money, but still, of course, I couldn't account. It was just to keep, when you have the money in the pocket, you will eat
the
all of it. In
the
1 week,
comfort.
you are broke. So I would buy these things and then do the crochet so that I keep selling slowly and eating the money slowly. You understand?
I like how the entire idea is eating the money. There is zero idea about saving. It's just eating and
No,
making sure you're
you are just
comfortable.
keeping it in something so that you can, when you're lucky and somebody buys, you're like, yesterday I was broke, today I have money, so you can spoil by yourself. So that I did in high school. And then I went to university. Now in university, my friend Rachel, I was with her since high school, yeah? So
Yeah.
in university, she also used to do the crochet. That is why it is good to have friends who are business minded, okay? That is my point. Rachel was my business minded friend, and the number of businesses we've done and failed with Rachel. Okay, we are going slowly. So we went to university. I was doing law, Rachel was doing IT. I was one of those students who the class never used to see me. I don't know what I was busy doing, but the class never used to see me. And people were so concerned. They're like, we never see you in class. I was busy doing other things, but in my defense, I was building my mindset, okay? I was
Mm.
building my mindset to wealth. So, my friend Rachel introduced me to somebody who was doing earrings. These African earrings, like putting the hooks together and something. So in the beginning, we didn't know how to do it. So we used to sell merchandise of this person, and then we were paid a commission. Then the commission was very little. You spend a whole month selling, the commission is very little. We decided to learn the art. Those days there was no YouTube, guys. This is 2008. There was no YouTube where you have the free tutorials. You people are lucky. So we went and decided to buy the material. We just went to a shop and said we want to start making jewelry. We bought those things. We didn't know nothing. Rachel had witnessed the lady making some. So we decided to start making. My gosh, I pity the people that bought the first pieces. They were terrible. But we sold them anyway. We sold them. However terrible they looked, we sold. And me, I used to walk to people. Guys, this is how you sell your stuff. Go to your friend. Tell them, if you don't buy my stuff, I'm never talking to you again.
Isn't that blackmail?
Yes, it is blackmail. I mean, why are you my friend if you cannot support me? You rather even just buy it and throw it in the dustbin, as long as you take it off my hands. At least
supporting your friend's business. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
so
at least once. And that is something I have come to realize, even in my adulthood, that, Goga, if you do not support me, I am not going to be your friend. Because it means you're not my friend. Why are you not supporting me? Why are you not encouraging me? Even right now, and I tell people point blank, I'm not coming to your party because you don't come to my salon. Simple. I don't care. Anyway.
That's a very strong, it's a very strong statement, like, and it's actually the reality of this business. Like, yes, I'm doing something here as your friend. Why are you not like promoting my hustle? Why are you not like supporting my craft? Yet you can actually, yet you can go and you can actually go and spend on somebody else who is doing something else, and yet you are here.
And somebody, people, this is what I say in business. You have to have friends who support you, okay? And I'm very serious about this. If somebody does not support your business, they are not your friend. They are not. They are just waiting for you to fail.
That's powerful.
Yeah, because they want you to go and spend your money on them at a party or in the club, and they don't come to bring you this money. Where are they taking their money? And I am your friend? No way. Anyway, so my friend Rachel, we started making the jewelry, and then we somehow in the middle we lost it because now we are not making a lot of money. And then we used not to be in school at the same time. So sometimes we are not in school together. Guess what, guys? The smallest business I've ever done. The smallest. I sold popcorn. You know popcorn?
Popcorns.
Popcorn.
Yeah, like
in the hostel. In the evening when everybody is from class, they want to take tea. So me, I used to light my gas, make the popcorn in the sufria and sell them. They would line up on my door.
Wait, you are in university and you are doing all these things?
And then, yes, me, I always have to sell. I don't know, I just have to sell. It is
you can't just be
to sell. In fact, this crown, I can sell it to you 10,000. Give me right now. I'll sell it.
Oh my goodness. So there's a line outside your room at the university, the lady of popcorns.
Yes. I tell you. And they would look forward. Of course, I did it for some time. And then it was for just keeping the money. Like when I have the money, I have to put it in something so that when I need it, I can sell that something. And of course, I'll have made like a small profit, but it's better than what I did not have. That is my mindset. I always have to sell. I don't care what.
I need to make money. I have
to sell.
Wow.
Anyway, so I sold popcorn, and then that one also didn't work. Then I went, these people who sell mosquito nets on the road, eh?
Yes. No. No, Mama's mosquito nets. I give up.
Before selling those ones, I did baking. Yeah, I baked for people birthday cakes. And then these school bazaars where you start the term and then they have
Wait,
a bazaar.
how you baking birthday cakes in university?
Now there used to be a friend of mine who was from a baking family, so
So
she
you had
had
a plan.
a mini oven. So when she used to go for the holiday, I used to be in school, so she left it for me to keep for her. Who am I? I started baking. I have no idea what I was doing, but I baked those things and I sold them. And then guess what, Goga? I graduated from the baking, and somebody used to pay me to go teach her children how to bake every weekend.
Oh my God. Wait, what?
I kid you not. I kid you not, Goga. There was a rich woman. She was told, oh, my friend, she bakes, blah, blah, blah. So every weekend I used to go to this rich woman's house and teach her two daughters to bake. Bake what? Do I know? As long as you're paying me.
Wait, how old are you when you're doing all these things? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, do your parents know that you're not even in school, you're just busy?
No, I was in school. But I am not in class all the time.
Exactly, but where are you? Like, if you're not in class,
If
where
I
are
feel I
you?
don't like this one, I don't go for it. Then I go make some little money. Then tomorrow I come. Like that. But okay, I must say I was very lucky because I was a very smart student. All I needed for me, and this I discovered much later, is to just go to the class. I don't need to hear what the lecturer is saying. I just need to see. I just need to see what he's saying. And when I see it, that is it. In the exam room, I am seeing exactly what.
Oh, you're also that person, you perceive things visual. That is me as well.
Yes.
I think when I see visuals and I can visualize things, my understanding is much better than even the theory. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So for me, I just needed to attend the class and I needed to just be lucky that question that they taught on that day is what is in the exam. I will be seeing it. I see everything. In fact, I can see the mouth of the lecturer talking.
The way he was explaining that concept.
Yes. And that is why I passed the Kenya School of Law the first time. You know how they project on the projector?
And you visualize the slides.
Yes. And if I'm in that exam room, I am seeing that projector in front of me.
Wow.
That is how lucky I was. So anyway, I taught people how to bake and to cook, and then I moved on from that one. I started doing crochet bags in large scale. I didn't have the capital, but there's somebody who used to buy the material, and then I make the bags, and then they ship them to wherever they used to take them. Then I finished my university. When I finished university, it was either I go to the Law Development Center in Uganda or come to Kenya, right? But the Kenyan option was not yet available. So guess what? My parents told me, oh, you finished school, you should come back home. I said, who? Me. Come back home, forget it. Never. So I lied to them that I've got a job. I didn't have a job. That is when I went to sell, I don't know if you've ever seen, these metallic water bottles, they did not come today. In 2012, I used to sell these ones for a commission of 10%. And then I used to sell, the padlocks that had alarm. Like if you hit it, when you don't have the key, does. I used to sell those ones. Goga, I kid you not. That bottle that I failed to sell, up to today, I still have it.
Wait, what?
Yes. There was one green bottle. I failed to sell it. I could not take it back to my boss. I still have that bottle. Up to date. From 2012. Those are how many years?
It's been 13 years.
Yes, exactly. I still have it. And then I had to pay the boss. Yes, because now I cannot explain. There is no way I could go to the boss and say I was not able to sell this. It's not in my DNA. I have
your
to
pride, your pride will not allow you.
I will buy it. There is no way I'm taking it back. No. Not possible.
Wow.
So
but your parents think you have a job.
And my parents thought I had a job. So I was selling these things and not selling them. Then that one I saw it was not working. Guess what, Goga? I went to work in a factory that makes juice and tomato sauce. That's why I don't eat tomato sauce up to date. Because I don't want that thing.
What?
Because I was not willing to go back and sit at home. No way. I'm the firstborn. I have to show my siblings the way. A lot has been invested in me. There is no way I am going.
You know, Momoz, you are cut from a deep, because their kids will not be bothered. Dad is comfortable, mom is fine. Why?
Yes.
They will be very comfortable.
My parents are well off. I have the option of just going home. There's milk, there's everything, they are workers, whatever. But I said, no way.
Wow.
No way. I refused. So I worked in this factory for like a month, and then they graduated me. And then they put me on the sales team. So now I used to go in the pickup, go into the supermarket to take those things. To take the tomato sauce and the juice.
Wearing a t-shirt with their brand or something.
Yes, with the t-shirts and all that. So I finally came to Kenya. Thank God I came to Kenya. So I came to Kenya and I was living in Karen. Guess what? I didn't know any Swahili. I didn't even know how to say habari yako. So
it's okay. It's okay, Karen. It's okay, it's Karen, because Karen, you can be forgiven for not knowing Swahili.
Yes, but my fellow Ugandans, they also didn't know. Guess who? I became the translator. Me who did not know Swahili, I was now translating Swahili for them. Goga, week 2, I was paid to take somebody to KCB in town. Pale, Mali, Inaitwe, Pale Kencom. I was paid by somebody to take them to Kencom to pay their school fees. I who had just landed 2 weeks ago from Uganda.
Why? Like, what logic?
Because she was afraid to go. So I told her, I know. Let us go.
Had you even been there?
I had been shown. I'd been shown, if you're looking
you
for
Kencom. You are a hustler. Oh my goodness.
Yes. If you're looking for Kencom, just look at the tall building. Look for KICC. Just follow it. When you reach there.
I up on this lady, guys. Like, what?
When you reach there, you are at Kencom. And there was KCB at Kencom.
You charge somebody to take them there. Like,
somebody paid me to take them there. And I took them. And we paid the fees. And we came back. And then now I said, now I am in Karen.
Yes.
The rich Ugandans are living there. Yeah? They don't know Swahili. They don't know where to buy anything. I used to go to River Road. And then I bring all these body spray, what. They don't know where to buy it. And I used to sell to them.
So you go buy things cheaply there, then you come and sell them at a markup.
I used to buy those things at 200 shillings. Guess how much I used to sell?
I'm sure about
1,200.
Wait, that's like over 1,000%.
Because they didn't know where to go.
Oh my goodness, you are crazy.
They used to pay me to take them to Toy Market. You know Toy Market?
Yes, on Gong Road.
So they used to pay me to take them there so I can speak a little Swahili and bargain for them. So I actually didn't need money to go to the market. Their payment was money for me to shop. You know?
So that you can talk the business.
Yes, I can help them with a little Swahili that I didn't know.
Oh, you are a hustler. Oh my goodness.
And then I used to know how to make people's hair. I didn't know. I used not to know, but I had to do it because there's nobody doing it. So I used to plait people's hair, bad things, but they used to pay because they didn't know where to go.
Even you admit it, bad things?
Yes. I don't think right now with the knowledge I have, I don't know where they used to work with those things. But I used to convince them and tell them I know how to plait people's hair. And guess what? People used to book me I was living in Karen. People
Yes.
in Rongai used to book me. I used to go to Rongai. They pay my transport to go to Rongai, and I make their hair on Saturday. So I have pocket money for the next week.
Oh
I
my
didn't need to
goodness.
call my father for money. No.
Let's talk about they're paying you in Kenya shillings, and now you're converting it. You know, you're from Uganda. Remember the 6 million that your dad gave you. Now you're making. I'm sure it's looking a lot, even for
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Now, wait, let me tell you the shock. When I was given that money, then you go to live in Karen, you go to Galleria, you go to buy those things in Galleria. I tell you, you feel like crying because now, at that time, one Kenya shilling was equal to 24 Uganda shilling. 27.
Yes.
It had just pandad. Goga, we used to cry. In fact, you tell yourself, I'm not buying this thing because you convert it to Uganda shillings and you're
Oh,
like,
it's a
no,
lot. Nope.
forget. I'm not buying this thing. So I had to devise a way of, because you'll be calling your parent every week.
And you don't want to call dad. Dad
You don't
already gave
call
you the
him because you're
blessings.
imagining that 6 million he has given you. If I call him and there are other 2 children at home who
Oh
have
my
to go to
God.
school, I was like, no. So I had to devise ways of making money in Kenya. That is how I started making money in Kenya. I used to do people's hair, go to River Road, buy those things, sell them expensively, whatever, as long as I don't call my dad. And
Wow.
now, when I left Nairobi, I went to where? Kisumu. Then
Guys,
somebody,
to the people who don't understand, Kisumu is one of our second biggest cities in the
yes,
country.
yes. So I went to Kisumu to do my internship, yeah? Now
Oh,
in
this is
Kisumu,
after law. This is after law school, yeah.
yes, law school. Now I am waiting to be an advocate. There are people who say, oh, I'm an engineer, I cannot do people's hair, I cannot clean their shoes. That's why you are poor. Me, I can do anything. Tell me to go and sweep the road and pay me, I'll do it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
To the people who are asking what's Momo's channel, there it is. It's at Queen Momoz. Momoz, the Queen of Vibes. Just search for at Queen Momoz. You will get it there, guys. Yeah. Even Kanini is like saying, I thought I was the Queen of Vibes, but today this is the woman in charge of vibes. Yeah. Even Kanini has just said, you have the crown today. You have the crown. You have the crown. You have the crown. So guys, if you don't have, it's how she said. That's why you are poor for me. Like how she just said it like without even missing words. Oh my goodness. Wait, so you finished law school, you moved to Kisumu City. That's a different that's a different spot altogether. And I like how you say you never used to despise anything that anything that could give you money.
No, not at all. Up to date, I don't. So I moved to Kisumu. At the time, we were 3 Ugandans in Kisumu, 3 Ugandan lawyers waiting to be advocates in Kisumu.
Yeah.
Goga, by the time I left Kisumu, they were over 30 because of me. Yes,
Wow.
the moment I landed, I called everybody who cared to hear. There is Kisumu, guys. Leave Nairobi, you're suffering.
Why
Come to
was this
Kisumu,
why was
there's
this important?
opportunities, it is close to home, there is good fish. I didn't
Oh
want to
yeah,
be.
because you can take a bus home. Like it's so
No.
close. Yeah.
Yes, it's so close. There is cheap food, cheap accommodation. What are you doing in Nairobi? You're suffering. Goga, in 2 years, Kisumu was full of Ugandans, and all of them was because of me.
Wow.
Yes, and guess what? When I left, they started leaving one by one. Because I am the queen of vibes.
The vibes has gone. So what?
I carry my vibe with me. I carry my own environment. By the way, those who
Hey
know me
guys, can
now,
you write that? Wait, you are giving us a lot of points here. Guys, there's note there. Carry your own environment. I love that. I love
I
that.
carry my own environment. I don't
Hey,
care whatever is going on around me. I am me. Nothing can change me. I carry my vibes. I will always be the vibes.
man,
Yes.
I love that statement right there.
Yeah. So I went to Kisumu, and then a friend visited and brought me one tin of honey, and it was very nice. And I said, where did you get this honey? He's like, where I live, there's a lot of it. In fact, next time I'll bring for you 10 kg, 5 kg. I'm like, 5 kg, send it. When you reach, send it on the bus.
Not next time.
Send it. When you reach like this, send it. In fact, I happen to have a tin here, not of that honey, but an example. You see this tin, eh? The
Yes.
small one, the tiny, tiny small one. So the person sent me 5 kg of honey, thinking I am going to eat it. Who is Momoz? Business.
No.
I looked for those containers. I first went to a supermarket because I didn't have an idea where to buy them. So I went to the supermarket. That time it was called Ukwala Supermarket. If you've ever been to that side of Kenya, you know Ukwala Supermarket. So I went, bought a tin. I think it was 60 bob. The next day, I was selling that honey. I didn't know where it was, but the way I branded it, not with any paper, with my mouth. I have this mouth to feed me, not to just talk.
Yeah.
I told everybody how I am selling the most authentic honey that they have ever seen. In fact, I used to get a matchbox and light it. I'm like, look, authentic honey lights. So I used to light it. This is authentic.
Where?
I sold this honey, the one that I had received for free. I sold it, it got finished, and now I had capital to start a honey business. You people, I was known as the lawyer who sells authentic honey. Those Kisumu people can tell you up to date. And I had already got the name Momoz. This name, by the way, Momoz, in fact, I was called Momo, not Momoz.
Yes.
I got it in my high school. A friend of mine named me Momo. So from high school, everybody who knew me used to just call me Momo. So even when I became a lawyer, my name is difficult. Alinaitwe, difficult name, you know?
Yeah.
So I used to tell people, just call me Momo. And then in Kenya, it was so funny because Momo in Kenya, in Kikuyu, means a very fat person. And I was very skinny. I was more skinny than I am now. So everybody's like, how can you
Momoz,
be?
you know, the first time I met you, I remember I made a joke with your name because I was like, why do you call yourself Momoz? Because the connotations in Kenya are very different.
Exactly. And so in Kikuyu, it means a very fat person. In fact, there used to be that song, Inoni Momo. You know that?
Na 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 na. I know.
Yes. So now everybody would look at me like, why are you Momo? And you're this tiny. And then I moved to Kisumu. Momo in Kisumu means deaf and dumb. So they used to look at me and they used to talking, and then they're like, oh my gosh, this beautiful girl cannot hear.
Oh.
Because in Luo, it means deaf and dumb.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're Mumu. Yeah, exactly.
Like, so me, I just told people, just call me Momo. I don't care what it means. Just call me Momo. So I was known as Momo, the lawyer who sells honey, because they could not pronounce my name Alinaitwe. I sold honey I lived in Kisumu for 4.5 years. I sold honey for 4.5 years. It didn't matter. I used to go to the courtroom with my bag of honey. I have my orders.
Wait, you're going to court and you're going with the business to court?
I have the orders. I have the orders. So I have and I have my bag for selling the honey.
Momoz, you are crazy. Oh my goodness. So you are dressed nicely with all the lawyery.
With high heels. High heels. Got high heels.
What?
Yes. And I used to sell it even to the judges and the magistrates. I didn't care.
No.
So in fact, I would announce that those were the days of WhatsApp group. Honey is landing tomorrow. In the same week, it is over. It is over.
Oh my goodness.
And Goga, to prove it, up to date, I have a parcel of land in my hometown that I bought from that money. It is there.
Wow.
It is there.
Wow.
If you think I'm lying, call my mom. I'll give you her number.
You bought a parcel of land from the honey hustle.
Yes, that is the first business I can say has bought me something. Because these other ones I was just doing so that I don't become broke. Eh?
The fear of being poor, actually.
Yes.
What?
Yes. So I bought that parcel of land, and then when I moved I now decided my husband and I decided to leave Kisumu and come to Diani where we live now.
Wait,
To start
was the
along.
husband? You did not. You fast forwarded very fast. Where did the husband come from? Like,
Goga, you want to know how I met my husband?
oh, because you just said your husband, and then you are like, hey, we did not hear the
Okay,
husband.
guys. I was working as an actual lawyer, yeah. Forget the handy things. I was a very, by the way, guys, if you meet me in my, like I'm just changing right now, I'm switching up. If you meet me in my regalia, like as a lawyer, you cannot manage, like you cannot handle it. Like, yeah, I am a badass lawyer. So I was that, serious lawyer.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and I was an advocate now, yeah. And then my husband came to the law firm where I was working as a student. Yeah.
Ooh. Before he was your husband.
Before he was my husband, even though
These receipts have to be very accurate because there are some people here who are taking notes now on this story. You have to make sure that they report it correctly.
yes. So we met at work. I was his superior, not superior because I had just been admitted and he was Goga, you understand being admitted. So
Oh, yeah,
I was called to the bar on
Yeah.
3rd of December 2014, yeah?
Nice.
And he came to the law firm on 15th of February 2015. I remember the date. Yeah. So we worked together for a long time before we even considered anything, yeah?
Yeah.
And then finally he had a box. He succeeded in putting me in that box.
Wow.
Yes. And when we now decided, okay, he's now my boyfriend, not my husband. He was then my boyfriend, not my husband. We now decided we are going to start a law firm. And we said we cannot start it in Kisumu because a bird has got to leave the nest. Of course,
Yeah.
it was the safest option to start a law firm in Kisumu because we had worked there. I'd worked there for 4.5 years. He'd worked there for, I think, 3 years. So it was the easiest option to start a law firm in Kisumu. But guess what? You know the distance between Kisumu and Diani?
I know I'm trying to figure out because this is on that side and you're
Yes,
moving out to the coast and
exactly. Over 1,000 kilometers.
yep, it's far.
So yes, you if you decide to use the bus, it's 10 hours on the bus. So we decided we are coming to Diani. And since I was the senior, I had to come first.
Ooh.
Yes. So I remember packing our bags, my bags then, and I didn't land. Well, I came by bus.
I like how you got the choice of vocabulary is very important. There was no landing. You came by
No,
bus.
yes, I came by bus. I remember arriving in Diani on the 1st of June, 2018. 1st of
Wow.
June. Yes. And I came to Diani, he came with me, and I was lucky enough to have his parents here. So
Oh, I was going to
yes,
ask you the logistics of settling the people.
yeah. So they helped me around, and I started the office. He had to go back and work because now we didn't know how it would be. We didn't know whether it would turn out well. Okay, I was sure it would turn out well, but yeah, like you are not yet sure. You're like, okay, as I have put everything here, let somebody else bringing in some cash. So we started the law firm together in 2018. And when you're in a new environment, I now had to chill. Like with my many businesses, I had to chill. I am in a foreign land. I'm starting afresh. So I did not do any business for some time, any new business for some time because I had to concentrate on the law firm. Yeah. So he finally joined me in December of 2018, and we started now running with the firm. Guys, starting a law firm is hard. It is extremely hard because we were now here. I spent 1 full month, Goga, without seeing a single person in my office. 1 full month. I did not
Yikes.
see a single client. Nobody knew me. First of all, my name is difficult, Alinaitwe. What is that? And it's the first one on the law firm name. So everybody just gets tired. Before they reach the second name, they are tired. They're like, what are these? They just move to the next law firm whose name they can pronounce. So I remember I love to do criminal law. So I approached, guys, did you notice how I've just switched and I've become serious? Because now I'm talking about serious things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but I like how you moved from even the energy just changed.
Yeah, it's automatic. So I used to go to police stations and make friends with police officers so they could send me the criminals, so I can defend them. Because I had no work. But I needed to work because what am I doing? My brain will die if I don't work.
Yeah.
So I used to go. I remember my very first client. Let me tell you, Goga. My very first client came to me by mistake.
Wow.
The office where I was had an advocate before. So they came looking for that lawyer. And I told them, I am not she, but I can assist you. That is how I got my very first client. But the others, I used to go to the police station and introduce myself. Oh, I am new. I need the criminals to defend and blah, blah, blah. I used to even go to the prison.
Wow.
Is there anyone here who doesn't have a lawyer? And my fees are very affordable. Nobody was interested. And then one day, a friend of mine received clients at her office, and she said, "Me, I cannot deal with criminals. There's this person here who has no work. Go there." So they sent the client to me. Goga, I was so happy. I
like how Kanini Karene says she wanted criminals. I like,
yes.
You wanted criminals.
As long as I'm being paid.
So the business mindset is still here. You don't care whoever it is.
Yes, I was not there. Who said they are criminals? I was not there. What if they are lying? So yeah.
And you're the advocate.
Yes, I am now the advocate.
Yeah.
So I went to prison, and then I didn't go to jail like I used to go to.
Yeah, very clever. You used to go to prisons to ask them to look for clients.
Criminals to defend.
To look for clients. For you, a prison.
In the strictest terms, I used to go to look for clients. So one day, there is a pastor who had been put in prison. He was in remand, and he had been denied bail on a certain case. I don't want to go into the details. So his people were looking for a lawyer. Then my friend decided to send them to me because she did not want that nonsense. So she sent them to me. They were a group of 6. Guys, I did not have a chair for them to sit in my office.
Because for you just want that one person.
I did not have a chair. The landlord had given me a plastic chair, which I used to sit on the reception. I was the receptionist, I was the cleaner, I was the lawyer, I was the everything. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So I used to arrive in the morning. I used to walk to work before COVID.
Then you clean your office.
I used to walk to work, reach there, remove my high heels, clean the office, sit on the reception on that plastic chair with no chairs. And I had this, the 3-seater that I in offices.
Yeah.
I had that one. So they came, I was the receptionist and the lawyer. I addressed them there.
Wow.
I convinced them to pay me 30,000 shillings. Oh, when I remember, I feel like crying. I convinced them to pay me 30,000 shillings, and they didn't have it. So they gave me half, 15,000. I called my now husband. Hey, we've got a client. They've paid me deposit of 15,000.
So to give our international audience context, 15,000 is about 150 USD.
Yes.
Yep.
I was rich after a whole month of not seeing anybody. In fact, I went, because this guy was in the remand, I went with the people to the remand to meet him, my new client.
Yes.
I went, he told me the sad story, and then I went to the police station, which was far in the village. I boarded, these trucks that have been converted into buses. It is that bad, like the road is that bad, a normal car cannot go there. So I boarded that one. I went to the police station to get the statements. And then I went and did an application. And this person was granted the bail.
Wow.
Yes. I was so proud. He had been in there for a year and a half.
Remand.
Yes. Because they were saying that his case is so big, so he'll be a threat to the community and all that. So I managed to secure the bail for him. They gave him, in fact, they gave him a bail of 50,000 shillings. Can you imagine? Somebody who had been in the remand for 1.5 years. A bail of 50,000. His church members raised it and they paid. Imagine me, I'm being paid 30,000, deposit 15, and I'm getting somebody out who had been there for a year and a half. So he now got out, and we started doing the case when he was on bail now.
Yeah.
Then he had his 3 friends who were inside also.
Wow, referral.
Yes, referrals, but they had one case. They had been also there for a year and 18 months. I know a total of 18 months also. So he now paid me an additional 30,000 so that I could help them secure their bail.
Wow.
So now I have 45,000. I'm entirely rich.
You are rich.
Ah! So I went.
And they still owe you. They still owe you money.
They still owed me another 15. Guess what, Goga? This is 2018. 30,000. That one they paid me in full. Huh?
Yeah.
I did that case and I concluded it in July of this year. 7 years later, 30,000.
And it was your first, it was your first.
The second one. Guys, when I remember those fees, I cry. But guess what, guys? I am so proud that those people were acquitted, all of them.
Oh, let us give you. Guys, and that is the mark of a successful lawyer.
Yeah. So it took me 7 years to earn that 30,000, guys. And they kept promising, oh, when we get out, we'll bring you Ambuzin.
It will come.
Have I seen it? Anyway, that's besides the point. So in saying all this, if you are a new entrepreneur, it's never easy. It is never easy to start a business, especially the beginning. Nobody cared about us. But right now, if you stand in Diani and say Alinaitwe, everybody knows Alinaitwe.
Your name is known in that town.
Yes.
You run the town.
Yes. So if you say Osodo, everybody knows Osodo.
Wow.
Why? Because we put our minds to it, we worked towards it, and we have a reputation. I always say that I always tell myself, I am set on a course that I must follow. This course, I set it for myself. Nobody told me I must be rich. No, it's a choice. And I work every day towards that. I don't care whatever is going on around me. I always say, as long as it's not affecting my money, I don't care. Some people get so mad. Oh, politician, so and so. I said, well, I'm like, who cares? Like, what is he adding to my account?
Wow.
Nothing. If you're adding nothing to my account, forget about you. For real. Amazing. And that is the mentality you need to cultivate if you must be wealthy in this life. Wealthy people don't care about nonsense. Oh, sijui wamenisema, sijui they've said what, who cares? Whether you are poor or rich, they will speak, they will talk about you. In fact, they'll talk about you more when you're poor. Because why not? Yeah. So cultivate this mentality. So I started the law firm. Right now it is a brand. Yeah. It's a very, it stands out. And guess what, guys? When I was choosing the colors for Alinaitwe Osodo Advocates, it's black, white, and gold.
Ooh.
If you look at the colors of Momoz Salon, it's black, white, and gold.
Stayed on brand.
If you look at Momoz, the Queen of Vibes, is black, white, and gold. It is me everywhere, right?
Wow.
Even when I tried to change it to purple, I found myself going back here. Goga, I think I sent you the purple one.
Yes, and you remember, I remember you saying, Goga, please use the purple crown, and I clearly you change your mind.
I changed my mind because even now my bottle is having the golden crown, yeah? And
Wait,
it's
let us.
black. The bottle is white, it has black momos and a golden crown, right?
Yep,
Yeah, you can
it
see,
is
and even you can see my crown. Even you can see my jewelry. I mean, anyway, let's not talk about that now. So,
gold.
after the law firm, now we are going to the baby shop. Yeah, I did a baby shop with my friend Rachel, the one I'm talking about. Surround yourself with business-minded people, not just people who are there to consume your money. Surround yourself with people who are always asking you, what are we investing in next? In fact, Rachel, like even before I start a business, I find myself telling her about it because we are always pushing each other to do bigger things. We are not thinking about, okay, of course, we think about where are we going to eat our money, but we have to multiply it before we start eating it. You understand? So that when we come back,
Yes, we
have
have to
more
have the money
business.
first. Yeah,
Yes,
the money has to be there to be eaten.
exactly.
Yes.
So we started a baby shop with Rachel, and somehow it did not work. By then, it did not work. We tried. We tried. It refused. In the end, we donated most of the things to charity, blessed the people that got them, and then I now started Momoz Salon. Momoz Salon is making 3 years on the 11th of November, the 12th of November. We are making 3 years. Despite me being an advocate, I consider beauty as something that everybody should enhance. Yeah? Because it says that, like when you look at me, I'm beautiful. Yeah? Why? Because God intended it to be like that. But the world throws so many things, especially at women, they find themselves forgetting the person that they were created to be. So in starting Momo's Salon, I envisioned the single mothers of these times. Most single mothers are talented with the ability to make other women look beautiful. That was my target market, my target employees. Okay, I wanted the single mothers to have food on the tables of their children. So when I started Momo's Salon, I wanted to enhance people's beauty while using the power behind people who the world has tried to cast darkness on, because
Wow.
people were looking at single mothers as though they have betrayed I don't know who, as if it is their life. Remember,
Mm.
guys, this is my life. Okay, that is that woman's life. You have no standing anywhere to judge them for being a single mother. You were not there. So I started this business to empower single mothers. And as I speak right now, 90% of my staff is made up of single mothers. It took me a while to start realizing any profit from the business, but I knew I am set on a course that I must follow. Every time this woman goes home, she has food on the table for her children. Every time her children need to be in school, she has the school fees for her children. So that was the intention behind me starting Momo Salon and Spa. And I'm glad that I've been able to bring smiles to other people's faces. And of course, when you come there, we treat you nicely, we make your hair, we make your nails, and you leave feeling beautiful. We don't only work on women, we work on the men as well. Okay, so don't be there saying, oh, that is a women only. No, 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 it is there to, in fact, my nail technician is a gentleman, a very young gentleman who is, like, they're very, very talented. Okay, but 90%, and I don't even ask them whether they are single mothers when they are coming for the job. No, I just talked to God and told him, please send single mothers my way so that I can empower them. I will not give them free money. I will show them the way of using their skills to make that money.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was why I did Momo Salon. But before we, guys, I almost forgot. Before we went to Momo Salon, we had the Momolicious. Goga, do you remember Delicious Momolicious?
Be malicious. You know, I've still saved your name. Your name, like anytime I'm looking for your name, and then I remember how I saved your name. It's not Momoz, it's the Momolicious. Yeah.
Momolicious, you know. But before, let me tell you guys, one day, my friend Rachel, that is why I say surround yourself with people. Have you heard how many times the name Rachel has come up in this conversation?
Several times. You keep
Several
reference.
times.
Yeah.
Yes. Rachel decided to start YouTube. Now we are now on YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. How I became the queen of vibes.
Guys, you know one thing I like with this lady, and if you're not connected to Momoz, just type Momoz on the chat. Nightbot will drop her link. It will drop the link to her channel. This is her channel. It is Momoz, the queen of vibes. I like how have you noticed the way she's leading the Sunday service alone? I have not asked a single question. She's literally asking the questions in her head and then she's answering them on her own. I have not even asked any single question since we started. I love that. I don't know if it's the advocate in her that is just like, Goga is probably going to ask me this. Let me answer this. I love how she's controlling the. She's what did she say? Carry your own environment. I love how she carried her own environment to the Sunday service. She's literally interviewing herself on this Sunday service. You can literally leave her alone here, and I think she can easily handle the Sunday service even without any. She doesn't even need me here anyway. Yeah. So if you are not connected to Momoz, please, 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 please make sure you are part of that beautiful community. Be part of these vibes. Yes, it is worth your time. And I like how people are taking notes on the chat. Take those notes, take those notes, take those notes. It's very important. And the fact that you are learning it, that's the purpose of the Sunday service. So that is her channel. You can type Momoz on the chat with a Z, and then it will drop the link. Let's carry on YouTube. We are talking about YouTube.
Yes. Now, guys, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to YouTube. I know that is what all of you want to hear. Why am I here? Why am I the queen of vibes? How did I become the queen of vibes? Forget the advocate and all that, whatever I had said. Now I am the queen of vibes, okay? So,
Complete with that crown.
Vibes. The queen of vibes. Started as delicious Momolicious. Do you see how delicious I look? Anyway, it wasn't about that. I used to cook food.
Yes.
One day, my friend Rachel told me, oh, you know, there's this YouTube and blah, 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 blah. And I used not to understand. I was like, okay, Rachel, you just do it. I will support you. So she told me now I have 500 20 subscribers and all that. So I was like, this YouTube, tell me more. Does it have money? My motivation is money. I always tell people my motivation is money. I don't care what you say. My motivation is money. If you don't like money, concentrate on what you like. Me, I like money. So I concentrate on that. Anyway, so Rachel told me, YouTube. I'm like, okay. So one day I was cooking a meal. My very first video in YouTube is spaghetti bolognese. This is in the Friday before Easter, the year 2022. I remember it very well, like it was yesterday. I was cooking spaghetti bolognese, and then I decided to record because I was like, my husband had bought me an iPhone. I was like, I am carrying 100,000 Kenya shillings in my hand. I'm not using it to make money. Am I crazy? Huh?
Wow.
I was like, in fact, when I got that phone, that's when I started. I'm like, this is 100,000. How much can I do with 100,000? I was like, I cannot just be using it to make calls and WhatsApp people and watch whatever they want me to watch. No. So I now created a channel immediately. The only name that came to my head is Delicious Momolicious. So I typed it. I uploaded my first video. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know nothing. In fact, it was in vertical. I didn't know there's anything like whatever. I just put it there. 0 subscribers. And then, in fact, I called Rachel at midnight. How do they do this? She did not answer. She was sleeping. In the morning, she found I had sent her a link to my first video. She's like, Momo. In that video, I just did a voiceover. I think it's 2 minutes long. If you want to watch my very first video, go down, because I have 900.
Wait, I've even pulled it. I've even pulled it here. Just go. Let me see
Let's
if they
put
can
it
see.
so that they can see how awesome I was.
This was your first video because they just need to go to the you go to your channel and then pick the oldest video.
Yes.
The
Put
oldest
it for
video.
them. Look at it there. Look.
Spaghetti Bologna.
Look at it there. Look.
But you need.
I just arranged the spices after I had taken the video because I was like, how will I even start? Is it talking?
Yes.
Put volume so they can hear my nice voice.
Featuring food that you can cook every day in your house using normal things you buy from the supermarket.
Delicious, Momolicious.
Welcome to Delicious Momolicious. Let's go on this journey to enjoy food, to eat, to cook, to travel for food. Yay! I can't wait. Welcome to my channel, Delicious Momolicious.
I'm going to give you a super thanks on that video. Oh my goodness. Where?
You guys, when you started YouTube, did you know voiceover? Me, at least I knew.
Your first video is so perfect. Have you seen our first videos? The way we don't even know what we are doing on this YouTube.
Let me tell you, people came to my channel for my voice. They were not interested in my food, nothing. They just come to welcome to Delicious Momolicious. Like, hey!
Where?
I used to just cook this food and then talk over it. I used to enjoy. By the way, guys, if you need a voiceover done on your video, just send it to me. I do, and it just comes to me naturally because guess what, guys? I talk for a living. I am a lawyer.
Yeah, they talk for a living. It's their work.
So people in the beginning used to just come and listen to my voice because my food was terrible. I mean, I'm not a chef. I didn't have like cameras and whatever. I didn't have these things. It was my voice they used to come. And then they wanted to know, who is this Delicious Momolicious? She's just only showing us food and talking. So anyway, I started as that. You've seen my video. Even it had an intro. Delicious Momolicious. And I knew nothing about YouTube then. Nothing. Anywho, so I became Delicious Momolicious, and then Rachel introduced me to live streams. One day she came to my house and she told me we are doing a live stream. We made eggs. I don't know if you can find that first live stream. We made eggs on that live stream. I don't know if you can find it. Guys, this YouTube, we did not start yesterday. No, even if we are not earning so much money, but yeah, we are still here.
And you shot this video in vertical. I've actually just seen how you're making your spaghetti bolognese.
Because I didn't know there's anything like, I had no idea.
I have given you a super thanks. I was giving you a super thanks and then just for this story.
Thank you. See guys, that video that is more than 3 years old, I just got some money.
So your first live stream was 3 years ago.
You see, 3 years ago. What was I even saying? I'm sure I was laughing.
You went and made them members only because I think you are hiding receipts.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, guys.
But it's fine because they can be seen, so people can have an idea of where the journey started.
Yes.
Unboxing your Ugandan goodies. Chat with me as I met. Yeah.
You see, guys, it was just food, and then I met Goga. Goga.
Yes, guys, we've met
for a long time. Hey.
Yeah, we've known each other for a while, so this was
I was the first
to
ever meet Goga in person.
When we met for the first time, oh my goodness, this was we'll talk about this. Even the queen died on your channel.
Imagine.
Okay. Wait, we've come from far.
I tell you.
3 years ago, and talk to us about that first live stream you did with Rachel, and
Yes.
what was the idea? What was the motivation? Because for you, like, what kept you going? Because the idea was, hey, where's the money? When do we start making
Yeah,
the
for
money?
me, it was like, where's the money? Like, when am I getting the money? So she told me, oh, there's watch hour, you cannot make it without the watch hour, and blah, blah, blah. And people
Yeah.
need to now start seeing your face because, they need to put her face to the name and all that. So she convinced me, nikaingia box. Yes, David is saying delicious, momolicious. Yes. So she convinced me. She's like, let's just do it together. So we just put the tripod in the kitchen and we make eggs. And that was the very first, like, that was the first time I came to camera. And I'm like, oh, you mean I can do it? Okay, the reason I was afraid of the camera is because of my profession. I thought like people would judge me because I am a lawyer and I am now delicious, momolicious. Like, why are you spoiling our profession? Then I was like, who cares? They don't bring food to my table. I don't care. So I went to the screen. Even my husband was shocked. He's like, you're on the screen? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, because your profession is also very guarded. I mean, having worked in the judiciary for long, even I remember like before the first time I posted a content, I was so scared because I had to go and read I had to go and read the code of conduct, because running a YouTube channel is like you're running a media station. Yeah, and that is kind of forbidden in government because government does not want you to put its business there. But then when I consulted, of course, the lawyers are saying, no, but it's your content. You're not representing the interest of the government. You are doing your yoga. You are doing your thing. So please, by all means, express yourself. Nobody will hold it against you. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was not even that, because I was like, but
Yeah.
I did not have the understanding of YouTube like I have now. Okay.
Yeah.
So I finally got into the live streams. Goga, in fact, remember when we met with Goga, how many kilometers did I drive to go meet with Goga?
Yeah, you traveled because I was in Machakos by that time. I was working outside town, and then you traveled all the way to Machakos to meet me. Oh, I was so honored.
And apart from all that, my head now was just ilikuwa inagonga to 1K subscribers, 4K hours. That is what I was saying. I didn't care about whatever I'm shooting. In fact, I used to have 5 live streams in a day. Goga knows.
I remember. I find you on YouTube.
Yes.
Somewhere at lunchtime, you're on YouTube afternoon.
And that time there was no loop or whatever. I used to come on the screen and talk, and people used to get angry, some of them. But they used to watch me anyway. Me, I was like, 4K hours. I don't care how I get it. I will have to just get it.
So you are being asked by Wakesho, your first live stream, were you making boiled eggs or sunny side up?
It was just a fried egg. Because we just wanted to talk on the screen. It wasn't even about the food. It was about getting me. We did more talking than cooking, actually. Because it takes like 5 minutes to make an egg. I think that live stream is like 30 minutes or even an hour. And then, as if that was not enough, when we finished with the kitchen, we went to the balcony and started another live stream.
Where these humble beginnings on YouTube are very
4K.
4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, 1K, 4K. And by then, it never used to have those 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. Yeah.
And guess what, guys? I was monetized in my first year. 8 months record.
And those days getting monetized was hard because vertical live streams were not there. There were no vertical live streams.
They were not there. So it had to take people like Goga. I remember Goga and EKKI Media and Sanjay. We used to go to Sanjay's to fish. Sanjay still comes to my live streams when he catches me live sometimes, by the way. And then that's how I met people like Statis, if it sits. Like, we were always on the live stream. Always on. Oh my goodness. I used to talk a lot those days. Hey, David right now,
David is harassing me on the live stream. Let's get rid of he just wants to ask the okra question. So because clearly
okra was not popular then. Okra
No,
was not popular.
he's asking indirectly. He just wants to know your take on okra. That's why he's trying to like look at all the ways of asking
I
that
love
question.
okra. I'm the only one who eats it in my house. I like to eat it.
Yay! Wait, the Mister and the kids don't eat okra.
Huh?
The Mister and the kids, they don't eat okra.
No, only me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm the only one who eats it, and I eat it with rice. I like to eat it with rice.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, David, you have been answered. We are moving on.
Yeah.
So
So anyway, in this YouTube, if there is anybody who has changed their channel name, I hold the record.
this lady here, this lady here has changed her name several times. Sometimes I keep making fun of it. I mean, what name are you using again? Like she just never
I
made
know.
up her mind. I know.
Guys, I've changed my name in 3 years, more than 10 times. I'm not telling you to go and change your name. I am me. If I wake up in the morning and it's not making me happy, I change it. Okay, I think this one is the last one. I said that the last time I changed. But I think this one is the last one because I think I have come to the realization that I am the queen of vibes. I've been trying to run away from it, but now I cannot run away anymore. I have accepted that I am the queen of vibes. Okay?
Have you ever realized even when you change your name, it always revolved just around positivity, energy, vibrations. It was always about vibes. It was just like
Yes.
how to get the word for it.
Like you even hear the word delicious, momolicious. Like
Like even the rhyme is there.
You know?
And yeah, it's one of those things. The Momolish, like it was just the vibe was always there.
yes. So anyway, I finally got monetized. I thought the money would come in like the way, like the springs of living water, but the reality Goga I know will ask me about it, and that is entirely because I became a bit engaged with so many other things. Anyway, that is the YouTube. So my channel name is Momoz, the Queen of Vibes. I still serve vibrations like I am doing right now. I'm sure you're laughing wherever you are. You are happy to see me. And every
The
time you
energy.
think about me, you will be happy. So that means you'll be happy for the rest of your life. Anyway, so that is YouTube.
I love that. I love that because I think we need a lot. There's somebody who was explaining here on YouTube Streets that you can never discount what you do on YouTube Streets. Some people just come because of your energy, and maybe just them seeing you making noise, dancing, doing crazy things, you've made their day. Like their day is changed. They have a different perspective on how they're going to face that particular day. So they said we should be the agents of that positivity and energy because some people actually need it. You may think you're cracking jokes on your own there, you're making a fool of yourself, but you just brightened somebody's day. So I think I love that.
Yeah. So after we started the YouTube, then that's when we did. Why am I saying we? When I started the YouTube, I now transitioned and did the salon that I talked about. Okay, the Momo Salon and Spa. Now I was doing this based on my brand Momoz because it's called Momoz. The reason I am called Momoz is because I thought if it was originally Momo, but if I said I added an S and an apostrophe, many people were going to call me Momos. They were not going to see that apostrophe.
You remember when I was in Nepal and then I sent you a picture of what Momoz. Yeah, and I was like, Momoz, I'm seeing your name all over here in Nepal. I'm like, yeah, what is going on here?
Yeah. So most people were not going to see that apostrophe. They were going to call me Momos. So I said, no, I'm not having this. I am Momos. So somehow everything now around me revolves around Momos because I realized that my name that I told you earlier, for now, forget about it. You'll need it when you need a lawyer. Right now, you don't need it. Momos is easier for everybody.
Yep.
Okay. So we did a Momo salon. It is still standing, and then somebody convinced me to start a barber shop.
Oh, now for the men.
And I named it Momo's Barber Shop. Guys, ilianguka. The men did not come.
Wow.
The men did not come. I think they were not ready for it because it was the most beautiful barbershop you could ever go to in Diani. But they were not ready for it. The problem of, when you look at a very beautiful piece of jewelry, the first thing you think of is it is expensive.
Uh-huh.
So every time people would scroll through the media, when they search a barbershop or salon, they see Momoz and the interior is there. So whenever they used to see the interior, they are intimidated by the class. As a matter of fact, 70% of Momo's salon clients are from abroad because the locals think it's too expensive. And it's not the truth. It's just that we have designed it in a classic way so that when you live there, you feel like, like you're above a certain, you understand? Like the vibes, my vibes have to be everywhere. So I designed it with my vibes, and people cannot take them sometimes.
It's an experience. It's not just something.
Yes, thank you, Goga. Thank you. So the barbershop did not quite do well. So we had to close it down. And then I opened a massage parlor in the same place.
Oh.
The massage parlor still did not quite make it because of some reasons that I do not want to discuss in the media. But if you're an adult, you know what happens in massage parlors. And I was not about to let that be the basis of my brand. So I had to take it down for that reason. Yeah. If you know massage parlors, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they have a rap for, yes.
We will not talk about that because
I watching the service, yes.
Yeah, so I said, no, that's not me. I'm never going to do that. So shut it down. So it was shut down. And that, I always say, listen to me well, guys. Listen to me well. The Bible says you should have 7 sources of income, even 8.
Ooh.
As long as you don't have 7 sources of income, you're not going to be wealthy. The Bible says that. So I always work towards having 7 sources of income. You're wondering, why are you always replacing one business with the other? When one closes, I must open another one.
Wow.
Until I have 7 or 8, then I can stop and concentrate. But for now, when one closes, I open another one. Immediately the baby shop closed, I opened the salon.
Wow.
Then I added the barber shop. Immediately the barber shop closed, I opened the massage parlor. Remember, there's the law firm, there is the YouTube, there is the salon. Those are 3, right? So now we are on barbershop, it has closed. We are on massage, it has closed. The moment the massage closed, I opened Counting Adventures. We are now on number
4.
Right? We are on number 4. We have 3 to go.
Wow. So there is no stopping until.
Yes. I am currently working on number 5, and I will show you the evidence here. This is number 5.
What is this?
This is a scented candle, and it is going to be trading under Lux by Momoz.
Ooh.
We are bringing luxury into your living room, in your bedroom, in your spaces that you feel relaxed in after work. This is a beautiful bowl. You can use it for so many things. Okay, so that one I will be launching and I will be telling you about it. But that is number 5. I still have 2 more to go.
What?
In fact, 3, because they must be 8. Because the Bible says 7 or even 8. But in this time, I did not realize that is what I was doing until 2 weeks ago. I was when there was the long holiday, the first long holiday before these many ones. I happened to go somewhere and I met people on a bonfire. And then I was telling them about all these exciting things and whatever that I did. And then she's like, no, you're not wrong. The Bible says so. And then she opened for me the verse. And I'm like, oh, so you mean I've been doing this without knowing? Have you realized how I'm always opening a new business? When one closes, another one opens. Until they are 8, then now I can say, let us concentrate.
Wow.
So for you who is there relying on one boss, you will die poor. Yeah.
Wow.
And I am not there. I am comfortable. I can't say I am wealthy. No, I am comfortable. But I must leave a legacy. I am building an empire. You know, like these people, where the other people beat us, is because as we build small things. So when you die, everything is eaten on that day and it is finished. Then now people don't have anywhere to carry on from that. They start afresh. So everybody is always starting afresh. There is no, you don't reach the level where the empire can be continued. Okay? That is where the wealthy people beat us. We are just comfortable. The moment you're able to pay your rent and you're driving your car and you're paying school fees, you're happy. No, you should not be.
Wow.
That means when you die, they will eat everything on that day. They won't even have enough money to bury you. So they will sell it and it will be finished. Then they start afresh. And the cycle continues. Right? So as somebody who is starting out, like, mnaona vile nakuwa serious nikiongelea pesa, guy, I love money that much.
Thank you so much.
Suddenly,
and thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you so much, Ellen, for pulling that verse for us. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse. Invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8. You do not know when disaster may come upon the land. That is the scripture.
It is not me. I did not say it. I did not say it. And it's in the Old Testament. So even for those people who say, oh, I do not believe in the New Testament, it is there. You have seen it for yourselves. So do yourself a favor. If your YouTube is your second source of income, take it seriously. Nice. Okay, me, it is my, I don't know, it is number what? I don't know, but it is among the 5.
I like that, because I always tell people at the academy that I approach my YouTube channel as a business, and I had and this happened like I think of 1 year ago. There was a shift. I used to approach YouTube as a place just to joke and have fun, and then somebody just told me, "Can you go and study your analytics? Study how much, study your tax reports that you get from YouTube." And I think he was very categorical. He said, you should be able to, when did you join YouTube? When did you become monetized? 2022. He said you should now be having 2 tax reports from IRS. Study those reports, study how much you're paying to YouTube itself, and study how much is in the tax returns that you get from IRS. You need to start looking at your channel as a business, because it will totally, you will never joke around with it. You'll always now be very, you'll always be looking at how can I make more money? How can I bring in more revenue? That's how you'll always be thinking about your channel. Like, what activities can I bring in? Do I need to bring in more live streams? What needs to go? What needs to be thrown out? What is not working? And say, stop wasting time on things that are not working. Try doing something else. And that was, I think, the most amazing conversation I had with a person on YouTube. So I totally agree with you on this point that we should treat these spaces, because you've created something. We've created something. Yeah. So that's powerful. Guys, I hope you're listening, because that is, she has spoken to YouTube as one of the 7 or the 8.
Yes. So as I was saying, treat your YouTube as your one of the 8. Don't just joke around. Okay, me, I've not been very serious, but I've earned some money. And Goga keeps telling me to be serious. But I am there. I think I am now on number 7, right? No, number 5. I'm now on number 5. So anyway, so you're wondering in your head now, when they were reading to you my small biography, you heard I do many businesses which I've mentioned, and I play golf.
Talk to us about golf.
Where do I get the time? And why do I?
Isn't golf a rich people thing?
We are going to get there. I've realized I've skipped something. I've realized I skipped skip something. So in doing all this business and whatever, I used to love food. Those that know me, you saw Delicious Momalicious was about food.
The chapatis on Friday evenings.
Yes.
Woo.
I used to do live streams, Chapati Chronicles live streams. And I used to come there, cook chapati, eat chapati, everything, chapati, wheat, chapati, whatever. And then you see me how I'm looking now. I grew until I was almost 80 kg. If you want, show them a video. Show them a video of even 2 years ago so they can see before I start talking about this thing. Because I know they will ask me, those who knew me then, they will ask me, why are you looking this gorgeous? I want to tell you the secret today. Goga is going to show you evidence. If you've never seen me in another light, get ready. Don't shout.
Wait,
don't shout.
Can you say it before I share it? Because I think I just cut your thoughts there for a bit. Chapati Chronic. Just tell them before I bring up the picture.
Yes, the Chapati Chronicles I used to cook, eat, everything chapati. Every Friday. Every Friday was my live stream day for making and eating chapati. Oh. And guess what? Chapati is made from wheat. Yeah, you love it. It is sweet, eh? Keep loving it.
Everyone loves chapati. Oh.
Have you found it?
I do have the picture, so I want to just pull your before and after. So
put it for them.
This was Momoz. Let me not share the other one. I'll pull it after this. So this was Momoz before. Wait, it's okay. There we go. This is the one Momoz, right?
Yeah.
This is Momoz before, and then this is after. So take your screenshots, take your receipts, go to her channel, go and check her videos. Then
you
this
will
is
see in fact my videos, they will see more.
Yes, and then this one, go and check and then this is today. That is what most of you guys saw. Momoz, how do you move from gold, that gold, to this? You even have abs, you have six packs and things.
You know?
Hey, okay. What are the secrets? Ladies, come closer, because even me, I want to know. How did you move from this to this?
I'm about to tell you how.
What? You look stunning.
Thank you, Goga.
Welcome, service. Guys, and the fitness, Kanini is already getting excited because she's a fitness professional. She's going to explain how she moves. This is how she looks like today. This is what she used to look like during the Chapati Chronicles. I'm going to put a picture that can compare side by side as she tells us the secret.
Yes,
so
please do. Please do.
So let me see whether I can pull that up. This is it. Wow. Before, after.
These two people are different.
Very, like, you look, those are different. The lady in gold and the one you cannot. Momoz, what are the secrets before I start rumors here?
Goga, wait a minute. First of all, people who saw me in the gold when I was as beautiful as I was in the gold, yeah. When they saw me, I think 7 months later, they passed me. They used not to know who I am. Like literally, you would pass. I wouldn't blame you, in fact. I used to look at people and then smile, and somebody's like, why do you look like Alinaitwe? I'm like, I am she.
Wow.
They could not believe it. So, why am I talking about this? My love for food brought me from an original size 6 to a size 12. That's double. I was originally a size 6 and I moved to a size 12. I cannot blame the babies, no, because I have 3 babies. Did I mention I have 3 babies?
You said you have 3 babies, and I remember you when you started this weight loss journey, you had just gotten your last born.
No. I started it during the pregnancy, Goga.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember us talking because that's the time you went to Dubai and stuff like that, and then you came back. Wait,
Yeah.
you started
When
it.
I went to Egypt, I went to Egypt.
Wait,
Because
you started this before the baby came? Because your
yes,
baby is
I
like,
was in the middle of the pregnancy. I was 6 months pregnant.
wow. Okay.
Yes.
Keep talking.
So I do not blame the babies for my weight. I blame the food. Because
Wow.
I was vlogging for you guys how I am going to the newest restaurants, eating the biggest burger, eating the delicious chapatis, flying to Dubai to look for new food, going to Egypt to eat more rice and whatever. You guys saw those videos. I loved the food. I'm not saying don't love food. But if you are not as lucky as me, you may not be able to stop your love for food. Mine was a health complication that caused me to stop. You know, they always say eat your food like medicine before you eat your medicine like food. So since I had gained so much weight because of my love for food, I was now pregnant with my third born, and at 6 months I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. Those of you who have had babies before, you know at 6 months they do some tests to find out if there's so much sugar in your urine and all that, so that they can control it from moving to the baby. So when I came back from Egypt, the picture you see in gold, I was in Egypt. You see the queen, gold everywhere.
Yes. even royalty and stuff.
Exactly. So when I came back, I went for the checks and they said, yeah, confirmed you have the diabetes. So now we need to come up with a plan.
Yikes.
Then I was 84 kilograms. 6 months pregnant, 84 kilograms. Before I got pregnant, I was 74. So that means I'd gained 10 kilograms, right?
Yeah.
So at 84 kilograms, I was told, look, you have to stop eating chapati. Me with my chapati chronicles. I was told to stop eating chapati, stop eating bread, stop eating ugali, rice, and all those things. The only thing I was allowed to eat was salad and lean protein.
Wait, like you mean food for rabbits?
Food for rabbits. But now they allowed me to eat some eggs and some chicken and some fish.
Okay.
And a fillet. No carbohydrates whatsoever.
Wow.
Guys, it is doable. I was 6 months pregnant. Don't blame the babies. If I ever hear anybody saying it is baby fat,
Baby weight, yes, because that's what you hear.
It is the food you are eating. And you know, in Africa, we have a mentality that when you're pregnant, you're eating for two. That is how they are trying to make the women fat so that they can blame them when they go to cheat. They say she's even fat. I'm saying this without mincing my words, ladies and gentlemen, because it is true. We are deceived. We are told you're eating for two, now you're carrying a baby, you have to eat more ugali, you have to eat what, and then you get high blood pressure and high blood sugar because you're being lied to.
Wow.
So the doctor told me, you do not need these carbohydrates. The baby has enough fat. You have enough fat on your body. And remember, guys, if you remember science properly, they say you eat carbohydrates, you get the fat. So that when you need energy, the body can process the fat to give you energy. But what do? We keep eating more carbohydrates. The body cannot process them. So we just keep growing the fat, right?
Yep.
So the doctor told me the body will process the fat. Eat the healthy stuff. The baby needs the protein and the vegetables. They do not need the carbohydrate. Because the carbohydrate is to give me energy. It is not going to the baby. So I had to do that. I had to, it was now I had to do it. It was a do or die. Guys, I got pregnant at 74 kgs. 9 months in the labor ward, I was back to 74 kgs.
Wow.
And I gave birth to a 3.1 kg baby. Very
Wait,
healthy.
what?
Very
That's
healthy.
a heavy. That's already a heavy baby.
Exactly. That means the body had processed all the fats during my pregnancy. So 2 weeks after the labor, I was slim waist, fine face.
And you just given birth, because me, I was shocked how you looked, and you just gave birth to a baby. Like when I saw your
Exactly.
picture after your birth, which was like
Yeah.
last year, I'm like, Mama, but you don't look like you just came from the labor ward.
Exactly. So now I asked the doctor, what am I going to do for the milk? Because the baby needs to breastfeed. That also told me another lie we've been told. When you give birth like this, you're being fed like a cow. Everybody is bringing you food to eat. Ugali, what
Yeah, so
was
that,
that?
so that you produce milk.
Yes. And the doctor told me the milk comes from lean protein and water. So during my breastfeeding journey, I was feeding on chicken, cashew nuts, fish, all those things that have protein, but the lean one. And of course, I had to avoid the beans because they would now give the gas to the baby and then you don't sleep at night. My babies sleep throughout because I don't eat beans when I'm breastfeeding. People who are always crying, oh, my baby is crying the whole night. Mine will just sleep. There's nothing like crying. So I used to have lean protein and 4 liters of water every day. And
Yikes!
the
4
baby has
liters.
enough milk. 4 liters, Goga, 4 liters. So within a month, I did not need to go to any gym to lose any weight. Remember, Goga, how I used to go to the gym every day?
Yes.
And then eat chapati.
Yep.
That was the wrong thing. So within 2 months, I had lost all the weight. There's nothing like weight on me, and there was no sagging skin. So people are wondering, you were size 12, you're now a size 6. How come you don't have sagging skin on you? It's because I did. Yeah, because I did not force it. It was a process. And let me tell you,
Momoz, you are the rich housewife. You did not get Ozempic kind of vibes
I'm not
from your.
housewife, Goga. Wait, I'm not
Sorry.
housewife.
No, the rich working wife. So as the rich working wife, you did not get any rap for Ozempic and things like that, considering, I mean, you're wealthy and you're rich, and Ozempic seems to be the in thing everybody's talking about.
Okay, Goga, unfortunately for me, I had diabetes already, and Ozempic is a drug that treats diabetes. So I would be mad and crazy to have a medicine that is supposed to treat a disease that I have for me to lose weight. So many people actually asked me, when they saw me, umetumia Ozempic? I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know what Ozempic is. I'm like, what is this thing everybody is asking me? Who is Ozempic? Who is Ozempic? And then one day I was at a birthday party and there were some Mzungus there. So it sounded like a Mzungu thing. So I asked this people, I'm like, excuse me, everybody is asking me if I've used Ozempic. What is Ozempic? And then I was told it is a medicine supposed to treat diabetes, but people are using it to lose weight. I'm like, what? I came to know about Ozempic and I'm like, okay. But what I'm told is that Ozempic has a face. I don't have that face, do I?
Wait, no.
So I was told Ozempic, I didn't know what it was. And let me tell you guys, if you follow this process, Kanini will tell you, the gym is not going to cut that fat. No, they are just making money out of you because you're not willing to eat properly. The African people originally were not big size. You will testify. Our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, if you had the opportunity to see them, because they used to eat proper food. There was no chips and whatever. It was not there. And you know, when the chips came, us, we used to say, why are these people are so backward? They can't even eat chips. Guys,
They knew.
People are trying to make you gain weight so that you can go pay the gym. I mean, it's wealthy people supporting wealthy people. Like, they are creating the chips and burgers, and they're even giving you free offers twice a week so that you can go to the gym. They're giving you these things so that you can get high blood pressure and give them money in the hospitals. Don't you see what they do to the medical cover when you go there with your diabetes? Don't you see what they do to it? They are introducing all these fast foods and they are giving you offers, selling it to you at half the price. You are selling your mboga and going to buy chips. You're selling your milk from the cow and you're going to buy burger. You're going to buy burger that is made with the cheese that you sold your milk for. Just drink the milk, guys.
Drink the milk, yeah, because you have it anyway.
Yeah, you have it. You don't need the burger. Those chips, it's been deep fried, no nutrient, nothing. There's nothing.
Oma is asking you. Oma is saying, hey, but food discipline is tough.
It is very tough, but once you get to Goga, 3 fries cannot go down my throat. It tastes terrible to me. Even when I try. If I go to a restaurant and they're serving something with fries, I tell them, can I have my potatoes boiled? If they can't do it, I tell them, okay, just give me spinach, just give me raw things, just give me rabbit food with the meat.
Wow.
Because
so you say diet can actually move somebody from that
this to that.
And even for your skin to look this nice, like the last picture, even your profile picture is very different. The glow.
Yes. There's no makeup on that face. No makeup, only the lipstick.
So water, diet.
I don't take so much water. I will not lie. I don't take so much water. But if you take salad has so much water and a lot of vitamins and all those things. It just makes you glow. Okay, initially, I can never say I've had a bad skin any day of my life. I've been lucky. But now the glow that comes with a proper diet is something exceptional. You don't need to fill it up with a lot of skincare and whatnot. Because remember, your skin grows from the inside. Whatever you feed yourself on will project on the outside, no?
That's true.
So,
Oma is saying, I can do no soda because I don't like drinks, but my highest food discipline is portion control.
Exactly. Do you know, Goga? I eat ugali. You know, if you're Kenyan, you know ugali. I need you to make my screen bigger so that I can demonstrate.
Hold on, right away. So because you're on the portion control conversation, so there you go.
So I eat ugali once a week. Once a week, and I eat this. You see this size.
Like
not the whole hand.
Half of your.
This one.
Wow.
Yeah, that size once a week. Even my husband knows, and I eat it on Sunday when he's there. And when he's serving my portion, he knows. He cannot put for me anything bigger than this because I'll not eat it. It's not that it's not sweet. It's not good for me. Chapati. I don't remember the last time I tested that thing.
And that was the end of the Chapati Chronicle live stream.
That was the end of it because, I mean, if I make it, I will eat it. That's the problem.
Wait.
So, I even had to stop cooking. Because when you cook it, you'll eat it. You know how you're in the kitchen and you're wanting to test everything? I'm like, this rice is so sweet. By the time you're going to eat, the food that you ate in the kitchen was enough for 2 days. But you're still going to eat on the table with others.
Momoz, let me ask you more about this discipline because in the month of October, I've been doing the keto challenge, and keto is literally what you've been what you are put on after that diagnosis. Because keto is just me, and it's the same logic that your body has fats that it stores. So if you eliminate the carbs, which is where people primarily get their energy, if you eliminate the carbs, the body starts burning the fats. So the idea was keto, you need to be eating the fats, those fats that people think they should be avoiding. You eat the fats and the lean proteins, and vegetables.
Yes, that is the actual truth. In fact, for you to lose weight, you need fat. You need to take in fat.
You need to take in fat because they
Yes.
burn. They burn
Yes.
fast.
Exactly.
One week, the amount of weight I shed, and I'm already thin as it is.
I know you, Goga.
I climbed the scale. I was like, how did I just lose 2 kilograms just like that? And I was like, it's the diet. 1 week, I'd already lost a lot of weight. I even started getting concerned, and it was amazing just how when you change your food, what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, guys, me, I am proud, and I tell anybody who cares to hear. In fact, people even hated me because now I was writing every day, eat salad, eat salad, eat.
I know. I remember that time we were chasing out on my life. So I'm like, leave us alone. Leave us alone. What is wrong with
only
you?
saying salad, salad. Salad does not mean just greens. No, it has to have a protein. If you're not somebody who eats animal protein, you can have cashew nuts. There's lots of nuts with protein. You can do that. Okay? You can do that. So it works. It works.
But it is very hard. I mean, Momo just said,
Goga, it is all in the mind. The day I was told it's either you do it or you have a what baby, it's in the mind. It entered my mind on that day.
And you just switched.
Because now it was a do or die.
What
so
about
don't wait for the doctor to tell you that?
What about, we are Africans. One of the biggest challenges I think I even have with my current diet is like, I have to avoid certain social setups because I know the food they're going to serve there. Because it's not aligning with my dietary requirements. You go to a restaurant, I think I give the waiters a very difficult time because they have to figure out, even the restaurants, they don't really offer that kind of diet you require. So, I mean, how do you adjust, especially knowing that you're living in a society which may be very, as you mentioned, you have just given birth. Everybody wants mama to be fed more so that she can generate milk. I mean, how do you navigate now the societal people that you have to deal with? Because then they will still cook ugali and they're looking at you badly that you don't want to eat the ugali.
I will repeat, they are feeding you so you can grow fat, not that you can produce more milk. Because now, when I was this small, everybody is saying, oh, now the world will say your husband is mistreating you. In fact, they used to call me for meeting. They're like, oh, are you okay? Why are you growing thin? Is your husband mistreating you? I'm like, do I look like I'm suffering? In fact, I used to ask them, do I look like I'm suffering?
Wait. And then
do I look like I'm suffering? In fact, people talked until they got tired. Now they are used to the size. And now when I show them the pictures, they're like, hey, Enyewe, you were really big. I'm like, and you people were not telling me because you don't like me. In fact, there's somebody who told me, I miss your round face. I'm like, because you looked more beautiful in the pictures than me. That's why you miss it.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
But it was true. Because the person sent me a picture of us, like me and that person 1 year ago. I was really round. And in my own thinking, I didn't look as nice as now. So now she can't take a picture with me because now I look better. So she told me, I miss your round face. And I replied it right back. I'm like, because you looked more beautiful in the picture than me. You have to get used to my new face. I mean.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't take everything people say about your big bum and your big arms as the truth. Some of them are seeing you as competition. They know if you lose a little bit of weight and you go to the restaurant, you will be bought 4 more drinks than them. So don't listen. I'm telling you for free.
Wait, guys, have you connected to the queen?
You meet me in the gold and you meet me in the blue. Who are you buying the salad for? Salad is expensive, guys. Chips is 50 shillings, is 200.
By the clean eating is expensive. That one I can tell you for free. It is expensive.
Salad is over 1,000. So who are you buying the salad for? The one in blue, no? And then somebody tells me, I miss your round face. They don't really like me.
Wait. Let's talk about golf. To be just segment. Yeah. Let's
So
talk.
why
But
did I play golf?
you're looking amazing. But before I move on to the golf conversation, are you like planning? Because I know you now take almost no carbs. Like, is this now going to be your diet permanently? Have you made a decision even after the baby and things? This is how you live.
Forever until God calls me to heaven. This is the diet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because I wake up with more energy. I don't have to struggle like when I'm walking. I had even stopped wearing high heels, guys. I love shoes. I had stopped wearing high heels because my weight could not be carried on the heel. Imagine wearing a 4.5-inch stiletto, whatever, with that weight. It's not possible. You'll break it.
Wow.
True or false?
Absolutely.
Your back will hurt. You'll not be able to sleep properly. So I had quit wearing what I wear because of my weight. Look at my body in picture number 2. Like if I had that weight, would I wear that dress?
No,
People
hell
would
no.
think I'm crazy. They are like, this woman, what's wrong with her?
You're being asked by Wakesho. Are you planning to add baby number 4?
Vacation, now that question I have to discuss with my husband. Now that one I can't discuss here. Because it's not my decision alone.
Eish,
I have to
eish.
consider the school fees and the size of the car. Because now, for me, as a 5-seater is the most I can do. I cannot do more than a 5-seater. And in that 5-seater is me, my husband, and the 3 children. Where is number 4 going to sit? On the boot.
The size. Did you hear the size of the car? The size of the car. Are you hearing some people's problems? Are you hearing some people's problems? The size of the car. The husband has to be consulted. Eish.
Yeah. Because I mean, where will number 4 sit? In the boot or on the roof? Vacation.
I think Wakesha has gotten her answer. She's not going to ask. Wakesha thinks
that is on a very light note. That's on a very light note.
wait. Golf.
That is on a very light. But if you're still having babies, guys, even when you're pregnant, just eat properly. Don't listen to what people are saying about you eating food. There is no do you're eating food. Have you noticed when the white people are pregnant, it's only the stomach that grows?
Yeah, the body just like the same.
And I used to think it's only in the movies. No, it is true. It is very true. Yeah. So when it comes to golf, because I realized I used to do a lot of gym, then I realized the moment you stop gymming, whatever you have achieved goes away. Have you noticed people who go to the gym and they make the big bumps? If they don't go to the gym for 1 month, gone, right? And then also the timings and everything. So I decided to adopt an outdoor activity. You know, when you're walking, actually humans were meant to walk. True or false? This business with cars and whatever, again, it's just so that we can take the medicine. It's a factory. They are in the factory. You know? So humans originally were meant to walk. And when you start getting money, you think walking is bad. Some people, when they start getting money, how will they see me walking?
In fact, it's the first concern, like, hey, people will see me walking and then they start judging me here, thinking that I'm poor, yet I'm supposed to be driving. The societal problem,
Yes, so for me, I know you remember a time when I used to do the Diani walkers and even shoot the video. So we used to walk on the road, like we used to do 10 kilometers on the road every Saturday walking.
Yes, I remember.
So my husband asked me, what if you're knocked by a car? What will you say? He told me, what you do, there is a golf course. There are trees, it is fenced, there is no cars walking around. You can see there is air, fresh air. You can be walking in the golf course. Instead of walking on the road, what if you're knocked by a cow on the road? So he told me, I advise that you play golf because you will be walking in a secure location. There is no threat of being knocked. You just have to be hitting the ball and wearing nice shoes and nice clothes and looking nice and walking and breathing fresh air. And then if you're lucky, you can win some things. And then you're a happy person. So that is how I ended up playing golf.
Amazing. How was
Yes.
it being as an alternative? Like, because golf also, I mean, it's
Okay,
golf.
golf is a very enjoyable sport. Very enjoyable. Because you get to walk on the outside. Most times when you're in the gym, in fact, these days the gym has AC. I don't know how I'm supposed to sweat with AC. There's no fresh air anymore. And humans were meant to breathe fresh air. The last time I was in the gym I went to had AC. So I'm wondering, I'm here in a box of controlled air with 10 people. We are breathing the same thing, all sweating, paying a lot of money. In fact, you're not even sweating because the AC is so cold. You're like, why am I?
Where is the sweat?
I have nothing against the gym, but that was my experience. Okay, I don't know, yours could be different. So, golf is a very, I was about to say affordable sport. Okay, it's not affordable. Golf is a very enjoyable sport. You get to meet good people, especially people with money, which is good for business. You get to travel. Like, for example, next week I'm playing in the Uganda Coast tournament. It's in Vipingo. Everybody wants to be going to Vipingo, but you just don't go to Vipingo, you know.
I know. I was like that Vipingo that I know.
You know, the same one.
Oh, okay,
You
girl.
see, I can get to travel to new places, so I can play with new people, okay, which broadens my network. And guess what, guys? I won a very beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Look at
What's
that.
this? Can we read it on the? Can you carry out on the base so that we can read? Wow. Okay, move it to your left. Yes, there. Lady second runner. Girl, wait. When did you win this? This is like recent.
Yeah, this is very recent. The lawyers always, guys, now you know that I am an actual advocate. This is LSK. LSK is Law Society of Kenya.
We did not doubt. We did not doubt it.
So I played at the tournament and I won at this beautiful. Okay, they gave me every like many other things, but this one was what stood out for me. Like, it stands here in my studio, and every time I look at it, I'm like, yes, I won. Guys, it's not easy to win in golf, but these days I win. So I'm playing in that tournament, and guess what, guys? Me and my vibes. I am a member of the Leisure Lodge, Diamond's Leisure Lodge Golf Club. So when I arrived at the club, it was such a boring club, like full of boring people. Guess what? When I am not there, in fact, they created an office for me. They call me the Minister of Enjoyment.
I love that. Like,
yes, every time I arrive, they know vibes have arrived. I play for, in fact, I'm the DJ of the club.
you carry your environment with you.
I carry my environment. I carried it into the golf club. In fact, people used to, like, every time we finish playing, like 6:30, they do the prize giving. By 7, everybody's gone. Now people sit until 8, 8:30, 9 p.m. because I play for them music.
Wow.
And I give them vibes. Every time there's like a tournament coming, they're always looking for a Minister of Enjoyment. They call me Minister of Enjoyment.
I love
So,
it.
carry your own energy. So golf is taking me places. I know there are more places that it's going to take me. Apart from me walking in the fresh air and hitting the ball, sometimes it's very frustrating when you're playing on a bad day, you know. Sometimes you get rained on. There was a time we were playing and we were rained on, like rain. Imagine, when was the last time you were rained on?
Those are good problems. You have been rained on in a golf course because you have to finish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and it's also a source of income. Because sometimes you win, like I can win a trip to Masai Mara, I can win a trip to the US, you know, things like that. Sometimes you win. Like there's a day, you know, Goga was asking me whether I am drinking water. So far, I know you have confirmed that I've been drinking water. Otherwise,
you've been drinking water. I can confirm that.
I won the other water.
They're not cheap water for sure.
They're not cheap water, yes. Sometimes I win those. Sometimes you win a water bottle and all that. So for me, it keeps me, and even the children know, Mom is gonna play golf. She plays golf on this day and plays this day. I know the question you're about to ask me, Goga. With all this craziness that I do, everything, all those things I've said, how am I a mother?
Yes, I like how you can read my, because it's in my notes there. Like,
yes,
let's talk about this.
How are you a mother? In fact, some people ask me, when do you see your children?
Like, they have to schedule an appointment with Mom. It's like, Mom, when is your calendar? How is your calendar looking like? Can I see you tomorrow?
Oh my goodness. No. It's not up to that. It's not up to that. So something you have to know as a business person, there is family. And family are the only people who will stand by you when everybody else is gone. Okay, most families, some have a very different dynamic. I will not comment on that. But the way we know family, they are the ones who will stand by you when everybody else is gone. Like when the curtains close, when you close that door and go to sleep, they are the people that are with you. So as a person who is building yourself in business, number one, learn to, how do I say it? Learn to, Goga, help me find the word. I think I have too many things in my head. Delegate.
Oh.
Yes. Learn to delegate, learn to outsource. I cannot be at the salon all the time. So I have a manager at the salon. When I go, I get a report. I can walk in there for even 30 minutes, get the report, check the books, balance the accounts to make sure that it is tallying, and then leave. I am not at the law firm every day. In fact, at the law firm, they could see me once in 2 weeks because I have no business sitting in an office where I have no work. If there is no work on my desk, I have no business sitting there using the electricity. I can use the time to think of the next business idea. Okay?
Oh, wow.
So if you have more than one business, learn to delegate, get proper management, okay? You do not have to do everything by yourself because there are people who can do it better than you. That is why the wealthy people put investment in form of money and the idea, and then they hire experienced and qualified people to manage the businesses for them so that they can use the time to think of more different ideas and even take care of their families. So if you're asking how I balance, I delegate. Of course, you cannot delegate everything, but where you can, delegate, where you can, outsource so that you have time for the people that will be there for you when everybody else is gone. And again, sometimes you wonder, like maybe I might travel, I might have work and I'm going maybe to New York or to Egypt or whatever. What happens? I always tell myself, Gog, I need the screen to be big because I know they're about to judge me. So they need to judge me when they're looking straight in my face.
There you go.
Thank you, Goga. When I have to travel for business or for pleasure, because sometimes I need to rest and I need to travel alone. You're asking me what happens to the children. The children have two parents for a reason. I am not the only parent. When I am away, the other parent takes care of whatever I would have taken care of. And whenever I travel like that, I always imagine one thing. What if I'm dead? Will they not survive? Will life not move on? So every time I am taking a holiday of even 2 days or 3 days away from my family, I imagine myself gone forever. And let me tell you something. I don't even call to ask them if they've had dinner.
Wow.
Yes, because it is my time. If
And
I am
also, like,
away and
yeah.
I'm still asking whether they've had dinner, I am not really away. They
You're not
need
really
to
away.
learn to survive without me because God can decide it's today. What will they do?
Oh, wow.
They
That
have
is
to move
wow.
on. So if you're judging me, it's okay, but train yourself. Because if you go today and then you are given the opportunity to look at your family not being able to survive without you, you will cry. You will
And
not
also
be
it's
with
it's also
yourself.
like a very good it's also like a very good trust. You have a partner, you have a husband, like they can handle things at home. So
Yeah.
why you are there? So giving
And
them a chance.
even if I did not have a partner, I always tell myself my children belong to the universe. I was just a vessel for them to come to this universe. I was given the responsibility to give them what the universe destined for them. But even in the case where I am not there anymore, the universe will always take care of its own. I know the
Power.
Africans don't like it
Yep.
because you like to be attached to everything. You think like everything belongs to you. It doesn't.
Yikes.
It's for the universe. And when we go, we leave it here. And it will survive.
Strong mindset there. Books that you read, your favorite book. Because also as a lawyer, it means, I mean, we always say that, advocates, being an advocate or a lawyer, that is a library subject. But also like entrepreneurship sometimes also means you're open to experiences, not just at the golf course, but even in terms of the content you consume. There's a young girl who is watching you right now, Momoz, and they're wondering, huh, I can explore this business, but maybe they're second guessing themselves. It did not take. It took you time, and I like how you gave a very long backstory on how you started the hustle. There is a story behind what they see today. In case somebody is there and they're second guessing themselves, they don't know where to start. What are some? How do you get into this kind of mindset? Because this has taken you a lot of work to build that mindset.
Well, I always ask myself, what is your motivation? My motivation is money.
And you're
That
very
is
clear on
life.
this. Yeah.
It is clear. And then there's somebody who asked me, what is your purpose in life? My purpose in life is to be happy. And money makes me happy.
So you've already found the correlation.
Yes, like that is my purpose in life, to be happy. If I am not happy, I will not do it. So for me, if you are personally, I am not a reader of many books, please don't get me wrong. I'm very selective, and I can even count for you the books that I've read in my life. Number one, I've read the Bible. That one, I've read it. That is number one. Number two, the other book I have read is The 48 Laws of Power.
Oh, of course.
I've read that one. Number three, the other book I've read, Sell or Be Sold. All these things is about selling. If you're not selling, you're being sold to. Right now, I'm selling my vibes to you, and you're here watching. You are consuming, you're being sold to. I'm done selling here. Hello? Even when you're going to how do I say it? To approach your future wife or your person you think you want to buy a drink, you're trying to sell yourself. And if that person is not selling themselves, they are being sold to. So there's always somebody who is selling, and there's always somebody who is being sold to. It doesn't matter whether there is a monetary exchange or not. So that book, I really love it. Sell or Be Sold. I'm selling to you my vibes. Goga is selling to you his vibes. YouTube is selling to you its platform. Everybody is selling. So you are the buyer. Please, determine to be the seller. Sell something. Sell, please, even your smile, sell it. Okay, you don't have to get money for it, but sell, please. Don't just be consuming. Some of you are just always consuming. You're looking who the newest rumor in town. You're the first to know it, and then after knowing it, you're selling it. Like the only thing you know how to sell is rumors. Who has the newest car? You are the one who is the first to know who has the newest car, and you're the one who is the first to know who you're the first to know, and then you're the first to sell the rumor. You're not selling anything else that brings you money. You're just thinking of rumors and social media, who has done what, who has not been able to pay their rent, and all those things, as if it adds anything to your account. Sell or be sold.
Wow.
I've not read many books.
No, but I like that because you gave a very nice angle to it. Like, yeah, it's the world we are living in, and I think even from the lens of an entrepreneur, it's a very great mindset to have in terms of what you do and whatever you how to approach anything that you're doing, even on these particular platforms.
So you
Guys,
sell, or we shall sell to you.
The brand Momoz, you've thought of this thing even as fine as the color, the gold, the black, the crown. You're very intentional when it comes to branding as well. Why is it important, especially for the young content creators who are watching us right now? Why is it important to think of yourself as a brand, and why are you very deliberate in terms of even creating things like logos and even names? You have to like struggle to find a name, and you're like, okay, this one will work for you. Why is it very crucial for you from where you sit?
Okay, from where I sit, your brand is your identity. You see, the way you see Momoz, I will not talk about anything else. When you hear Momoz, what comes to your mind? When you hear Momoz. So I want to create something that every time somebody sees anything written Momoz, they are thinking of me.
Oh.
Even if they go to America and see Momoz, they will think of me. When you go anywhere and see Beyonce, it doesn't matter if it is your grandmother.
It's Beyonce. It's that
Yes.
Beyonce.
I may not be in the limelight like those people are, but wherever I am, like right now, if you come to Diani and you say Momoz, everybody will just see that black and gold logo.
Yeah.
You notice my brands don't have a face. It's just written Momoz. It's like
And
that.
Yeah.
Even my bottle is just Momoz. It has the crown. You see, Momoz. You know, there are some people who are doing a logo and then they are putting a fish and the word. No, I mean Momoz. Anything Momoz has to be black, gold, and white. Even when I try to change it, somehow it just comes back to that. And what is the representation? White for me represents clarity.
Ooh.
I am clear with my intentions, and of which my intentions is to succeed. I am sure by the time I create something, I have a clear mindset of what it is supposed to become. Black, for me, black means, you know, when they say it's written in black and white, what does it mean to do? It is adding more strength to the clarity and direction of the product, of who I am. And then, of course, the gold, it has to be fine, like you know, gold, fine, like high class. So before I even launch anything, I think even before I came for this live stream, I was thinking like the queen of vibes. Look at my crown.
The crown, I know. That's the first thing I was like, man, you understood the assignment.
Yeah, I have other crowns in my locker, my closet. But this one, when it was for this live stream, I'm like, I'm introducing the queen of vibes to the world of Goga. They need to remember. I know you'll never forget me. Even you'll be inviting me for your birthday parties. I will come. I will come. So I needed it to be clear. Like, I am a woman. I am a brand of luxury, class, wealth, opportunities, success. And in this world right now, it is measured by the amount of gold whichever country holds, whether they are actually having it or hiding it or whatever. They say, oh, this is the richest country. What? Because they are lying to us that they have so much gold in it. It is the gold. So for me, that is it. I had, even I decided to wear a dress that doesn't look like anything. Eh? You can be confused. You can be, is she wearing a dress? So you can concentrate on the gold.
The gold, the splendor of the gold, the crown is amazing. Like, that was a very nice. I think that's the first thing everybody was commenting on, and they were coming into the live stream, that the headpiece really stands out. Like, it looks stunning. It looks stunning. Yeah, and guys, if you have any question you want to ask Momos, feel free to ask. We're just getting towards the tail end of the conversation. So there is Wakesho got inspired by your story. When you're talking about selling honey, she says that is how she delivers chicken in her office and her workplace.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, I forgot I sold chicken.
you had
God,
poultry,
you didn't remind me.
yeah, you had poultry as a business as well.
Yes, I have kept chicken, and then I used to sell them, and I even have a scarf for that. Then I told myself I'm not selling any more chicken anymore.
You know, I think we should have just asked in this live stream, what have you not done? Because clearly, I give up. I don't. We should have just started by saying, what have you not done? You've tried everything. So I think that will have been the proper question to ask. Herbs and Spice blog saying that you should write a book.
Somebody's
But
telling me to write a book about a real hustler.
yes, because that is the real hustle, and you really,
Wait
you
a
know,
minute, I need to clarify. I'm not a hustler.
uh-huh.
I need to clarify. I am not a hustler.
Hmm.
I am just an intentional human being that loves money. If you
I
love
like.
money, it will love you back. Trust me, you people don't love money enough. If you love money, it will give you ideas on how to make it. You know, like when you love a woman or a man, you're always thinking of how to make them feel special and what. Money will give you ideas on how to make it if you love it that much.
Wow.
I call
Someone
myself the money's darling. I am money's darling.
that right there should be put on a t-shirt like that just came out. So in fact I was going to if I was to repurpose this live stream, I will make that a short, like
Yes.
just that is already a nice sound bite as it is. Like yeah, approach money and make money help you get all these ideas and things like that.
Yeah.
Kanini
Imagine
ask,
those people who love money, they always have new ideas to make money. People don't love money enough because what you love, I'm telling you, you will just, it's not, forget about this thing at the love of money is the root of all evil.
uh,
No, no. It, you love the money, it will come. It
you have
will
been
give
asked
you ideas.
are you related to, is Arkanshime your sister?
No, no, no. I have a real life sister called Kansime, but she's not a.
Oh, not
Yeah,
not
my
the
sister
can.
is called Kansime actually. But no, we are not related.
Okay. Starship is asking, do you ever watch the show Nairobi Law? What is Nairobi Law?
No, no, no. I actually don't watch television because I don't
Oh.
like what I see there. It doesn't inspire me.
I think I think somebody said something very nice today on X, that the amount of television we've watched from Wednesday to today because of the state funeral, that nobody has watched television that much for the rest of the year. Like,
And Goga, can you imagine? I've not switched on my television since whatever happened.
I've watched it like for the, I think I had to watch it for like the 3 days. So I think that is a lot of television I've watched for the last 3 days, just to keep up to date, see the drama, what's happening, uh, just to stay abreast. But I like how you said you don't, and that intention. Okay, makes sense. Sunship, I think you've been asked.
Because it has so much negativity. Like they are always saying the bad breaking news, breaking. Why are we always breaking? Please.
You're
No.
protecting you're also
Yeah, I'm
protecting
protecting my energy, my vibes. I don't like it. In fact, I say if the world is burning, I would probably not know.
Okay, Title Pro says that his TV is always on 24/7 for the Animal Planet for Toby and Ike. Of course, he has a dog and the TV is always on an animal channel. That's a different story.
Oh,
Yes, that's
at
adorable.
least.
You did not tell us about your dogs, that you keep dogs. Most people don't know that you have.
Hey, Goga. I've not seen them like for a month,
What?
but they are in the same compound with me.
What do you mean you've not seen them for like a month? Like you have dogs.
I've
You and
been so busy. I've been so busy. You know where I used to live before, like I used to interact a lot because I was not this busy. Right now I'm so busy, so I had to delegate that work to people who can be paid for it. So we don't meet. We know we coexist, but we literally don't. I've not seen them honestly.
Because
I don't-
like it's been taken care of. Somebody's handling it.
Yes, somebody's handling, and I've not received any complaint. I've not had them crying, so I assume they are okay. I've not, no, I've not.
Oh, I want this. Yes, I want this. I want. Have you ever heard when Momo is speaking? Like it's just there's a way she just speaks and it's like, Google, it has been handled. I know the dogs are definitely very fine. Like there's some nonchalance about it. Like things are moving on fine. Why am I worried about it? Why am I worried about it?
Yeah, I always say if you're not cold, then everything is okay.
Delegate. In terms of support as a creator and your business, you do have a husband. Let's talk about the importance of support when it comes to these many
Oh
ventures.
my goodness. I
Yes.
always tell people, and Goga knows it. My husband is my number one cheerleader. The first time I was going to meet Goga, my husband drove me to meet Goga because I told him it's important to me. I need to go and meet Goga and we do a YouTube live stream. He said, okay, as long as I tell him this is important to me, he
Oh
makes it
wow.
happen. Yeah, and I'm not bragging, but I am grateful for the man that God placed in my path. So anything, Goga, anything I say is important to me, he makes it happen. I don't know how. Sometimes I don't even know how. And sometimes I'm just mentioning, you know.
Ah,
I'm just
and he registers it and he's like, huh.
yes. And then after 2-3 days it is done. I'm like, oh, but I wasn't even saying, of course I said thank you so much. But in my head I'm like, I wasn't even thinking that it should be done in this moment. I was just
It
saying
was an
it.
idea.
It was an
Oh wow.
idea. Yeah. So I am really grateful to him and he knows it. I'm really, really grateful to him. Yeah. I do not
And
take it for granted. Don't take your supportive spouse for granted because some people there in the world, they can't even go to the shop because the spouse will not allow them. They cannot even wear a piece of jewelry because your spouse will not. You cannot open a YouTube channel. You'll be
yeah.
finished. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, what are you doing there? What I think that's a very important point, by the way. And man, that is, and you think Kanini agrees with you that thank God, Momo, sometimes men are troublesome. She's probably speaking from some experience there. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Guys, a good story is good. We've been here for like, I can't believe we've been here for almost 3 hours. But Momoz is such an amazing guest. Like, I like how she just ran the live stream. She could have actually done it alone. I could have actually just taken a day off and told her, you just run along with it, tell your story, hang out with people. I don't take it for granted, Momoz. This has really been a fun conversation, just trying to like get your insights in terms of the business mind. In terms of one of my biggest takeaway is carrying your own environment. Like that thing is so powerful. Like they just came out. Even this week, I think whatever I approach this week, I'm just like going to think of it like how do I carry my own environment? How do I carry my own environment? And also just I like how you related the parallels between the Bible and your business ventures. Congratulations on your latest business venture. How was that experience curating the first ever experience that brings in a marriage between art, a marriage between like cocktails and just talk to us about that, because I do know that is something that you have really uh, worked to make sure that you launched, and it was nice seeing the launch.
Thank you so much, Goga, for reminding me of my. It's not the newest creation. It is
Mm.
the past, the one that I created just before the newest.
Okay.
Counting Adventures is a company that I run, and it's a company. I'm a director together with my partner, and it's something that we do to try and bring a new experience to people. Like it's an adventure. We want to help people count their adventures. So we thought, what can we do to add on to the adventure of people? And then, of course, as like art. I'm not a very good artist, but I try. Let me show you one of the pieces that I've done.
Wow, that is your work.
Yes, this is my work.
Wow, that looks good. Able, bring it closer to the screen. I want to see the sign out upper, higher. Higher. Yes. Hey, I even like the sign of Momoz. This is good. This is good work. The sunset is amazing. What
Thank
inspired that?
you.
What inspired that art? Like,
This
were you?
part,
Mm.
I will tell you for sure. I had wanted to create an event where people just meet, have fun, bring out the inner art in them, because everybody has art inside them, but not everybody expresses it. And I find art as a way of expressing and chilling and releasing stress. Yeah. So I attended an event somewhere because I had never been to any sip and paint or whatever. So I took a retreat for 3 days to experience what art can bring into my life. Okay.
Wow.
So I went to Watamu. There's an artist who was traveling from Dubai. She came, she took us through a retreat for 3 days, and we really like realized the importance of art. So when I came back, I was super excited. I told my husband, there's this thing. In fact, it's Dan who paid for me to go. So I told him I want to go so that I can bring an experience of that sort to Diani. But I can't do it without going for one. You know, research. That is what is called research in business. I wanted to launch something new, but I had to see exactly how it's done for me to be able to execute it in the way that I did. So when I attended the art event, I told the lady, I think I want to do something like this. He's like, it's okay, go ahead, do it. So I came back 3 weeks later. I started advertising. In fact, it was called Sip, Paint, and Dance. That was the original idea.
Yeah.
So I started advertising it. So when I advertised it, I had followed this lady on Instagram. She had followed me back. I think some people told her I was advertising that because her event is called Afro Dance, Sip, and Paint.
Oh.
You see, mine was being called Sip, Paint, and Dance.
Okay.
So she wrote to me one day. I was just seated somewhere, like I've started advertising and I'm super excited about it. She sent me a message telling me it is her copyright and I am about to infringe on her copyright. Her work is copyrighted and I'm about to infringe on her copyright. So in my head, I'm like, how is this the same? I am not an artist. I'm an event organizer. In fact, I am not going to teach anybody how to paint. But I told myself, calm down. Of course, I know the law. I wasn't infringing on any. Hers is Afro Sip, Paint, and Dance. Mine is Sip, Paint, and Dance. No, hers is Afro Dance, Sip, and Paint. Mine is Sip, Paint, and Dance. Like, it's just like a sip and paint, and then we just have to dance,
Yeah.
So at that moment, I had put everything together in my head. Everything blew because now I had to go back to the drawing board.
From
pull down all the posters. I had to pull down all the advertisements and everything. And remember, people are already getting excited about it. So I sat down. I'm like, what am I going to do? I cannot do an ordinary sip and paint because everybody does a sip and paint. So I called myself to a corner. I sat down. I remember sitting in the sofa that day and I felt like crying, but I'm like, no, you will not cry. You will come up with something that does not exist.
I love that.
So I told myself, yeah, painting involves canvas, color, and we are drinking. We don't have to drink wine. We can drink cocktails. Simple. So canvas, color,
and cocktail.
And then it was all triple C, like it's a triple C.
It was the creativity.
Yes. And in that moment, I was seated in that sofa. I created a new poster and put it out there. And I had to write like an apology. Sorry, we had to change the theme of the event. So now ideas started coming to me on how to advertise the canvas, color, and cocktails. And then I Googled. There is no canvas, colors, and cocktails anywhere in the world. Mine was the first. I'm like, this incident pushed me to create something that does not exist.
Exists.
It is the first of its kind. It's the only one in the whole world.
Yeah.
So I advertised it. I am telling you for sure, I did not pay nothing for any advert to anybody. I did all the adverts myself because I am creative. I have a voice that must be heard. When I speak, people listen. They keep quiet to hear me speak. So I use that voice I spoke over my advert, and I used to wake up every morning, enter my car. I would not switch off that engine. I would not drive out of my compound without finishing an advert. I would sit in that car even for 30 minutes. My engine is on, and I have to make sure I do an advert, finish it, and post it before I leave my home. And somehow my car was always the environment that gave me the inspiration to do that.
Ah, wow.
I'll just find myself, the moment I switch it on and close, ideas. In fact, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I'm thinking, what am I going to say tomorrow? What am I going to say? And then ideas would start coming. So by morning, I have the advert in my head, but for you to bring it out, you even have to do a take 30 times. There's one time I went, parked into a parking lot. I was supposed to go to the bank. I did that advert for 30 minutes until I finally nailed it, and it was the best advert I've ever done for that event. Guess what? A few days to the event, I was passing by a friend's place. She sells groceries. And then she's like, I saw your event. It looks like it will be nice. I'll sponsor all. What are you planning to give for snacks? I told her, since I am in the health journey of my life, I'll give them fruits and something. I'm not going to give anything like chips and whatever.
Yes, the usual.
Yes. So she told me, I'll give you all the fruits you need for the day.
Wow.
So I was like, I've got a sponsor without even looking for a sponsor. I instantly ran an ad. And immediately people started seeing the ad. Another one came up. I like the idea of sponsoring. I'll give you the banners for the event.
Nice.
And I am getting sponsors without even looking for. And then another person consulted me. Do you need vendors? I can come vend at the event. Like all of a sudden it's blowing up. And
wow.
For my very first event, I had 15 people. Guys, getting 15 people that attended something that has never been done.
That's a huge milestone.
Yes. So now I have the next event on 12th of December, and I'm just waiting for 1st of November so that I can now start advertising it. I know it will be a big one. I know it will be very, very big. So yeah, that is something I've curated, and it feels amazing. At least people were there, they networked, they were happy, they released. People were amazed that they could actually paint. They're like, how are we going to paint? I'm like, I had to pay a painting instructor to come in because I cannot do everything. Delegate. Because how am I going to have the fun if I'm instructing people?
I like that.
Yeah.
Delegate. Guys, that is the making of a CEO of many business ventures. And thanks so much to everybody who's coming in right now. Iman, thanks so much for the 29 months of trust. I don't take it for granted. Thanks so much for that membership, Iman. Reds, I see you there. Elsie Knight, nice to see you. Guys, if you don't have Momoz, before we give her a chance to sign off, please make sure you are connected to her. It's Queen Momoz. That is the handle, but the channel is the one that is on the screen. Momoz, the queen of vibes. You can type Momoz on the chat in case you're not connected to her and be part of that beautiful community. This was a masterclass. This was a masterclass. I don't even think I want to say this was like an interview. This was a masterclass, not just in building a career, but it also in crafting a full, vibrant, powerful life with a taste of entrepreneurship. And Momoz has shown us that you just don't have to choose one path. It can be many, and you can experiment. And I like how she gave a biblical touch to it, that the book of Ecclesiastes says, venture out and create 8 businesses. Then you know you're on the right track. And for her, she's really on the right track. And I think she ably delivered it. Momoz, my final last question. If there is looking back at your incredible journey from the time you left Uganda with 6 million from your dad to now where you are sitting, what is that one major misconception you had about success? Think of that. You remember that garden? You actually started from that garden that your neighbor used to have, the magistrate. That for you, that was your conception of success. If you are to look back when you are 13 years, or maybe you are that young and you are looking at the neighbor's compound and you said you wanted to have your own compound. Congratulations on your new home, by the way. I needed to slide that in. Yeah. looking back at that garden that the neighbor had, now you have you probably even have the garden, probably even bigger, a bigger lawn than that garden that you used to see. What is that one misconception you had about success and achievement that you think you have debunked it? And what was that misconception you had? And now knowing what you know now, tell us what is that misconception, and how can we like navigate it for those of us who are still working towards that path?
Okay, Goga, this I will say without missing my words.
Yeah.
The world will try to tell you that it is okay to be poor. It's okay to be living just average. And that is what the world tried to tell me many, many, many times. Many times. Your friends will tell you you're doing too much. In fact, I was being called a jack of all trades. You know how they always say a jack of all trades, a master of none? And then they forget to finish it. The actual statement is a jack of all trades is a master of none, but is always better than a master of one. They will tell you the second part. They will always tell you it is okay to live just above the bare minimum. They will not finish it by saying that it is even much better when you're wealthy. So the world will try to tell you, and it tried to tell me very many times, that it is okay to be average. Even when I came here, my very first car, Goga, you know my first car.
Yes.
Before we bought our first car, our first car was a Mazda CX-5. Before we went to buy that car, everybody was telling us, oh, you're just starting out in life. Why are you buying a big car? Just go and buy a used small car so that you can save and whatever. My husband, I remember, he knows very well. He came to me with that idea. I told him I am not having a small car. I don't care. I would rather have a car. And I showed him the car that I wanted. I told him, if it's not this one, I don't want it. That time it was just before COVID. The Mazda CX-5 was not yet popular. In fact, in Diani, there were only 2. Guess what? The moment we picked that car from the showroom, Kenya was closed. Now people were not able to go to work without a private means. Buses were not going, tuk-tuks were not going. So now the people who are telling us to save and buy land and not the car, they could not go anywhere as we were going with our car. Why? Because I refused average. When we wanted to do our house, Goga, you know my house.
Yes.
Everybody told, no, even before that, buying the land. Oh, just look for a cheap land. As long as you buy somewhere, you can always upgrade. I told my husband, there's no cheap land I am buying. I know where I want to stay. And if I want to enter my home from the beach, I don't care. I am not going to buy land anywhere. I will not allow it. You, if you're buying, buy. Me, I'm not there. Right now, when people are asking, where do you live? I'm like, you go Diani Beach. How did you get to Diani Beach? I live near the beach. Okay, not in the beachfront. If I had found a place near the beach, I would be living there. I just didn't find it. It was finished, but I would be living on the beach. When we wanted to do our house, everybody, just do a small house where you can enter, you can upgrade it. I said, there's no way I'm upgrading later. This one is the one. It is the one that I want. It is the one that we are doing. And we did it. If you see it, Goga, you've seen it. The ones who have seen it, they cannot believe I live here. But they don't know my mindset. That is what I always tell people. You do not know my mindset. You see things happening to me. The things don't happen to me. I make things happen in my mind. So learn to make things happen in your mind. Goga, you know the car I'm driving now?
Yes,
Everybody asks my husband, how can your wife be driving a car like that? They don't know it started in my mind. In fact, the other day, I dreamt he had bought me a Maserati, and in the morning I woke up. I dreamt he bought me a black Maserati. He told me I'll buy it, and he will. It starts in your mind. Whatever you tell yourself in your mind, you throw out to the universe.
And it's okay to deserve. It is okay to deserve better. It is okay to claim these things.
It is better. In fact, it's not okay. It is better.
Okay.
If you want to live like that, you continue. Don't judge me for living like this.
I love that.
So
Man,
don't allow the world to put you in that box of being okay. It is not okay. It is better on the other side. Don't be deceived. Oh, the rich people, they don't sleep. They don't sleep because they are looking for more money, for more business. It's not that they are wicked. You are there sleeping comfortable in your one-roomed house, and you're saying, "Me, I have better sleep than the rich." Continue. Me, I wake up
yo,
at 3. I wake up at 3 and I'm thinking of the next business. I'm like, what am I going to do tomorrow? What is new? I need to create something new. You are thinking you're sleeping better. Okay.
yo, guys, Queen Momoz, the queen of vibes herself. I couldn't have put it any better. A good story is good until another one is told. If you are not connected to her, I have just pinned the link on top of my chat. It is going to stay there until we end the live stream. I don't see any question that I think is outstanding on the chat. Momos, thank you so much for your time. This has been amazing. Simone is just screaming there, amen. Yes. Like amen, 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 amen. And I think I don't want to dilute the elegance of our beautiful words. I think that is the best way it's supposed to be said. Yes, it is better. It's not okay. It is better. It is better. And as she said, carry your own environment. As she said, this lady has spoken a lot of wisdom. Like if you were to go and re-listen, rewatch or re-listen to this live stream tomorrow and you are driving to work or something, you will need your notebook. There are some gems that have been thrown in there that are very important for your growth, and that is what you wanted you guys to learn from her. And I think she definitely delivered the assignment in her nice crown, and it was called Juggling Crowns, a conversation with an advocate, CEO, full-time mom, Queen Momoz of Vibes. So if you don't have Queen Momoz, make sure you connect to her. I am going to give her a chance to sign out, and then we'll be able to release her. I've kept her here for 3 hours, and I know she has a family, and tomorrow is Monday, and tomorrow at least it's a holiday, so I'm not like really feeling bad. But yes, we need to release her because she spent over 3 hours with us. We need to like get her back to her family or whatever things that rich people do before they sleep. Whatever it is that rich people do before they sleep. All right. Momoz, over to you. I'll put you on solo layout so that you can do your sign off and your outro, and then we can release you.
First of all, Goga, I want to really appreciate you for having me here today. It's been a long time coming. Like Goga kept saying, I'll have you on the live stream. And I was also very excited. I was always coming to cut the cake on his birthday.
Yes.
I am always the one cutting the cake on the birthday. So I always felt like
And you do know you're the one cutting the cake next month.
Sidio, I already have a dress. And then,
you can't be buying dresses for my events. Like, oh God, okay. Just
yes,
kidding.
so I was really looking forward for an opportunity to share with the Goga community about, people just see things happening, but they don't know how they happen. Yeah. You have to do this in your mind. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I will not repeat what I said. You can go back and watch the live stream later. And of course, if you do not have me, I am the Queen of Vibes. You're missing out a lot. Go to my channel. I know you've been seeing this link throughout the live stream and get to watch like beautiful moments there. I've left a few there. You can join the Queen Circle if you want to be able to watch like those other moments that have been reserved for the Queen Circle. You can join the Queen Circle. And after the Queen Circle, if that is not enough for you, there's 2 more categories that I'm not going to mention here. I will wait for you people to go click on it. Remember, you will not be able to click on that button unless you subscribe to my channel. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow my vibes, guys. I have vibes. You've seen it. This is nothing. I just don't have enough time to bring everything to the screen, but whenever I am able to, I always do that. So enjoy yourselves. I know you have had a good laugh. You have enjoyed my wisdom, and I know you would love to enjoy. I don't normally talk like this in my channel. In my channel, I'm mostly like showing you nice things to inspire you to live a better life. I may not even speak, but the environments that I take you to, the areas that I show you, the nice food that I eat, the nice places that I visit, and you get to see, you get to be inspired to live a better life and to desire more and to accept that it is better to be wealthy. So yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed the live stream, and I will see you around soon.
Bye, Momo. Thank you so much. You're officially released from the Sunday service. And thank you so much for your time. Please pass my regards to the husband, the kids. As you grow in life, you realize most of the people live their entire lives by picking sides. No matter what it is, politics or sports, the ego loves to choose sides. It's crazy how people stop being neutral because they are immensely identified with a certain group. There is no individual thought left when your consciousness is hijacked by a group think. Spiritual growth is being able to see things from a neutral perspective with non-duality. It does not mean that you don't participate in life. It just means your participation is not your identity. Don't let the duality loving nature of the ego make you lose your power of free thought. The soul sees beyond the deceptions and agendas of the world. Tap into it. The ego is defined by the groupthink. The soul knows it's beyond the labels and ideas. It knows we are one. Free yourself. The ego is defined by the groupthink. The soul knows it's beyond the labels and ideas. It knows we are one. Free yourself. The higher self. Thank you so much, everyone. It was really good having each and every one of you here at the Sunday service. May you have an amazing rest of the evening. Or if it is like early already where you are, may you have an amazing day ahead. Others from here at the Goga Studios, we want to say thank you so much for joining the Sunday service. May you have an amazing rest of the week, and may you reflect on what is driving your decisions. Is it the soul or the ego? Right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your gift of fellowship. I will see you next week or on this YT Streets.